What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
Some more hands and see how we played them well, badly, or interestingly. Brian's got King Jack suited.
Okay, so pretty sure button straddle. Yep. Um, JP Maniac right here.
Hmm. He's our fearless guy.
Yes, he's insane, but maybe just fearless. So we get two limps, ISO, two bigger size.
And one of the things in our model is that we think he's significantly wider than is it is advisable for this situation, or we just think that when he goes
He's
power.
playing any two.
Okay, so he's
I mean,
super wide.
but sometimes he'll at random raise like make a what did he? I mean, at one point he raised Jack four offsuit
Okay,
to like $24 pre-flop.
okay. So he's more than just fearless. We'll call him that. We'll call him loose. We'll call him super loose for now, and sporadically super aggressive.
Yes,
All right, sounds good.
he calls.
Okay. So he has two.
We
So we know is he has two cards now.
Yeah, he has two cards.
He has two cards. Okay. Probably the same
So
color.
who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out with him is I feel like he generally does bet a lot of his strong hands
Okay.
and draws.
Okay.
Like, but I really don't know. So this is a spot where I mean either way, I mean he checks to me. I'm betting this
Yeah.
every
You
time
have the
either
best.
way.
You have the best right now. You have the best hand here 90% of the time against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go slightly smaller because of the size of the so
Also the flush draw board is appropriate, and
yeah, it's okay.
the completed straight out there. Both are
Well,
super.
technically I should probably be going smaller, but I don't really care about that. So
Yeah. I was saying, but those are other reasons
yeah,
also.
yeah.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna go 25. He calls.
Okay.
And now we make the straight.
All right.
So he checks.
After he calls here, you have the best. I would say you don't have the best hand 90% of the time now. You still have the best hand the vast majority of the time.
I think
Because
I have it.
he's folded out a bunch. He's folded out a bunch of air, but he has to be slow playing a flush for you to be in any trouble.
Yes.
You chop a
Yeah.
lot right now.
Yeah. So this is right. What I don't like. I go 75. Technically, the bet isn't terrible, but I think I can be going. I would be want to be going like so. What's his range here? He's got a wide ass range, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some sort of reasoning behind it. So it does consist of a lot of flush draws and a lot of pairs
Yeah.
that he's not folding, from what I can tell, usually a pair
Yeah.
because he thinks he can turn into a bluff and push you out, or he can is good because you might be bluffing. Is at least from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So I think I should just be over betting here to 130 to 50.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think.
honestly is the better size.
Yeah. I agree.
Right. I don't think you overbet anything that way.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm going to though. I think it's the best play because he's going to have tons of flush draws that are inelastic and things that aren't going to I'm not going to get money from on the river. And I think he's so aggressive that I think I would have been let know by now that he has a stronger hand than me.
Yeah. I like the bigger bet here. Um, and once again, we if his flush draws aren't inelastic, if you get a nine of spades to fold here,
It's not terrible.
you've folded out a lot of equity. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're afraid of it. Yeah, 75 seems too small. You want to overbet. I'm comfortable with anything from 100 to 140 here. That's my range. 100 to 140. I think 75 is too small. Anybody else?
What did
Anybody
you,
else?
Adrian? Why did you say you said you don't think I should be overbetting here?
I think 75 is enough for him to tell you what you need to know. It's enough to get him to fold, and it's enough for him to come back at you aggressively if he has something you don't want to see.
See,
So
that's
I don't.
part of my reasoning for the 75 that I
Yeah,
do is that he's still uncapped here.
yeah, exactly. So 75 will cap him if he's just well, not necessarily. It may keep him undefined if he just calls and goes along with it. But 75 to 80 is, what's folding it 100 that's not folding at 75 to 80.
Right.
Not much, right?
Well, I'm not
But
trying to get folds. I'm trying to get
right,
value from his
Yeah.
flushes.
yeah.
Right. From his flush draws.
Flush draws, yes.
From his flush draws. Yeah. So
I mean, it's a
I
weird
would,
spot because he's such a hyper aggressive player that I think a lot of
right,
the time I'm getting raised off with his strongest with his flushes, any flushes
right,
prior to this. So it's like that's where I was like 75 was is kind of like the size that I thought of like okay, I want to cap him, but I
right,
also think that I don't think that like I was kind of in a weird spot where he is uncapped still, but
right,
I'm pretty confident that he doesn't have flushes here when he doesn't check raise the flop against me.
right, right.
So
So yeah, I would go 75, 80 here to get him to, dedicate resources to the pot. You can
here's how I'm
still
gonna,
go 100, 110, 120, but I don't know what it gets you.
here's how I'm going to argue against both of your lines is the words that you're talking about, which is when you're saying that you want to cap him again, and I think no, you don't.
Oh, I'm not. No, I didn't say
No, no, I
cap.
mean,
I
no,
said
I did.
Brian's
I said
with,
I
with
want him to dedicate I want him to make a decision, and
right,
75 to 80% pot is enough for him to make a decision.
right. So you were saying you don't know what the 100 or 110 accomplishes, and it simply accomplishes $30 more. That's the point. Is at this point in the hand, you are not playing defensively anymore. Yes, you've got a little defensiveness in your mind, but the betting small to see what he to get him to raise off his strong stuff is less important now that you have a straight.
Yeah. That's kind of
I-
where I was at, but I kind of took the in between. And
That's
maybe
what
I
I'm.
do play
That's
a
what.
little bit. I maybe play a little bit timid against him because he's so insane.
Mhm.
It's like it can. I need to work on it,
Yeah.
but it's very wild playing against him because
Okay. So
just
let's take a look at one thing here. So I think the bet is a little too mergy, like that. Now, at any size, let's say it's 70 at 75. If he raises you, are you intending to fold this hand, or are you going to hang on and say I have a straight and I know you have bluffs? Which are you going to do against this
I
guy
was
on this
I was
day?
trying to decide. I was like, can I really lay down straight to this guy? Like,
Okay.
because he's very capable of doing it with a pair of nines.
Right. So
So,
let's decide on this hand.
so
Let's say decide on this hand. If you get raised, what are you going to do? And the size, by the way, we think his size is going to be jam, right?
Well, I already answered this question on the river, so I
Okay.
guess yes, I was willing. I was going to call.
In that case, then again, I think your bigger
Go
size is,
bigger.
yeah, because you're not playing defensively. You're playing offensively now, and he's got
Yeah.
and his hands are inelastic as it's exactly what Adrian said. He's going to call with the same range for 100 that he calls for 75. Let's get
I think I
100.
can go 150 is, I mean, that's what I think. I think
That's the
probably
question.
I can go 150 because I think he's just got a lot of pair and flush draws
Right.
or flush draws that are good that he's not laying down right now.
Right. And so we're on the same line, and now it's the number. I said I'm 100 to 140. I'm not sure about 150 is going to get him to call with uh, with a single, with a nine of spades. I don't know. And I don't mind if the nine of
Yeah.
spades also. So that's where I got 100 to 140. And I'm not good enough to tell you what the right number is between 100 and 140, but I think the right number is not 75. It's at least 100. Okay. With all that
I agree.
said, Adrian, what are your feelings having heard all that argument as we move forward? Do you think do you change still like
I well, I think that any 80% of this pot is what, 85, $90, something like that, 75, 85, $90. And you guys want to go 110, 120, which is, another 50, $60. If you're not going to fold, if you already know you're not going to fold, then you can do
Can
it.
fold if a spade comes. That's what
No,
I
he's
would
talking
say.
about he's talking about getting
Yeah.
raised right now.
Yeah.
We have to fold it. We have to fold the
And
spade. He gets to win with a spade if spade comes.
right. And I have a question about this guy. Most players aren't crazy on every street, right? They're crazy pre-flop and they play flop and turn normal. Or they're crazy river and they play turn normal. How does he play his turn? Is he honest on the turn? Is he a maniac on the turn? So
I've
is
seen him check raise like 20x jam with nothing
on
and
the
with the
turn.
nuts. Like he
Polar.
does
He's polar.
yeah, he's an incredibly polar player. Like, and you've
Right.
seen him do it with bottom pair, and I've seen him do it with
Well,
air,
then
and
you
I've seen
can't
him do it
fold
with the nuts.
anything anyway, right? You can't fold anything anyway. So
Right.
you're
That's
That's the
fine.
you're going
problem.
to the rail anyway. So it doesn't really make so then you go bigger here if you wanted to.
Yep.
That's what I think. I should have just gone bigger, and I should have been more committed to the fact that I'm not getting away from this unless a spade comes out. If he
Right.
has two spades, then it is what it is.
Perfect. All right. So you put in 75. He calls.
Okay.
All right.
Any other player would really want to fold right now if I was against any other player that Donk leads this river in this way. This is like the in a completely under bluff line,
Yeah,
but it's him.
yeah.
So I just close my eyes and put it in
You just call. Yeah,
Yep.
and call.
yeah.
Good play.
Okay.
And I was like, oh God, what
Yeah.
the hell? But yeah, I mean, so this was actually nine, I believe. He had a pair of nines, or he had like a pair of nines and the ace high.
Now, if you overbet there, if you go too high, you shoot yourself in the foot. You lose a customer, and he just folds.
Right. But you
Some
don't think, but you don't think
I
100.
don't think so.
You
you
don't
don't
think,
think he's folding the ace of spades? Well, yeah, he has an ace. Of
Yeah, I don't
spades.
think he's folding with a.
Okay.
I just don't think he's folding with the ace of spades when
Okay.
I go 150 here. And then the only question is, does he still? Because he's probably just going to jam then on the river, or he's going to just give up.
We're going to check
So,
down on the turn, right?
yeah.
I got a
So
quick question, just out of curiosity. Against this player type, when we have such a strong hand on turn, when we turn straight, does it ever make sense to actually induce by checking back?
No, you don't slow play that.
not on this board, but yes.
against him
or
on a
small
non-flushing
blind.
board, I
Yeah.
would
Way too
consider it.
slow play. You're just giving away EV.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain time I played against him at one point where I checked a set to him just to let him absolutely blast off, and it worked out great because I know he's going to blast off at some point during the hand. So I just basically checked three streets and waited for him to do something ridiculous, and then just snap called him off. And he was like, "Oh, you're sitting there with a set, you trap me." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're insane." So
So here's the good thing about the line that you took. I think the line that you took induced more of his donks on the river than the larger bet. The larger your bet goes, the more flushes you have in your range, the less he's going to want to do this play.
yeah,
The merginess, if you bet mergy or smaller, anything in your bet that looks defensive is what allows him to make this bluff on the river. So it did accomplish that. So that's good. So that's something to be said for 75 and less. But if he doesn't decide to do this on the river, you're getting no dollars on the river, and you were getting at least 100, if not 120 on the turn, and you think 150 or maybe even more.
I
So,
think I could have definitely got 150.
yep. Okay. Yeah. Great.
I mean, to be honest, he's a gambling player as well. I could probably jam the turn. He would call it ace of spades.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a interesting spot to be in it with him, and like and every other player, you know that this is like a snap fold when they
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. The problem is they might do that with a jack. But then again, you're playing for a chop. I don't think they're doing that with less than a jack.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, and when they do this with a jack, they're going to go small.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. You prep your next hand. We'll take a look at some some recent bits of pain and bad play from Scotty. Here we go. Replay. There we go. And let's not show what the cards are. Okay. So raise from the button and a call. Now ace queen is always squeezing. So if this guy doesn't play, if this guy folds, we can call or raise the ace queen. Once he calls, we are always raising the ace queen, right? Is everybody making that? Does everybody have that strategic adjustment in their play?
On the button?
I
Yeah.
would raise it all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So just to show it once, we'll use the wizard. This is a GTO play, and I think this is the play you should have in the real world. I think this is how you should play well. So button raises. We've got ace queen here. We mostly raise. We do some mixing. If it's from the cutoff, we're gonna do mostly calling, right? But you put another player in there, and boom, the calls go.
Well, isn't it
But-
button raise?
I was just trying to show you the how extreme it gets because here we have some calls. Now he calls and we're gonna have no calls. with the ace queen. I just wanted to show you an example where the theory of it. His raise here, where we are calling mostly with a little bit of raising, you put in a caller, and we are never calling. So the overcall is not in the offsuit branch like that. Very common. Okay, so we're gonna move it up. And Robert, what size do you want to 3-bet to here?
Let's see, it's 6 in the pot.
Mhm.
5, 6. I like 22 maybe.
Oh boy. Okay. Nice. The sort of minimum you want to go to in poker coaching land is going to be 4 times this bet. So 10, 12 and a half. And R1 is already in there. So the minimum we're going to go to is 5x, 12 and a half. Here, you go 22. You are not wrong.
Well, I'm kind of thinking about the games I'm playing with the straddle ENTs.
Exactly. Yep, that's fine. That is fine in a live game. I go 14. I should be, 12.5. So I'm fine with this. Fine with the size for me. I like your 22. I don't think that's wrong. All right. We get one caller. And he donks. All in. We're just folding, right? We're not even thinking about it. Let's see. And what did he have? I can't call this. And he is way ahead. So there we go. All right. Let's go. So limp to you. So there's first thing. Adrian, do you want to raise this or see a flop?
I'm just gonna check.
Good. Yeah. Yep. And our reminder is that the exploitative move here is the fact that you got to see this flop. That's what the exploit is. That's how you exploit his mistaken limp with this garbage hand. All right. What you want to do now, Adrian?
Check.
Check. All right. He bets over pot.
Over pot, huh?
So it's almost, 2.5x pot.
All right, I'll give you a call. I'll give him a call.
All right.
I'll
Let's
give him a call.
We're deep enough.
He's
All right.
the crazy player, obviously. All
Yeah.
right, give him one call, then I'll check and see what. Oh, he captures
Oh.
in the turn. Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's a 4-card straight. It's a 4-card straight
Uh-oh.
too. That's a scary
I'm
card.
betting the river. I'm betting the river.
Here's a river.
I'm betting the river.
Bet a river. What size?
17.
17. Okay, over it. So you were in almost turning your queen into a bluff here.
Yep.
Almost. All right. That's interesting. Okay. So tell me why you want to turn top
Why
pair.
don't you want to bet the
Because
turn?
I believe him. That's why. I believe he's a shit player. He open limps. He overbets on a pot he should not be overbetting on because it's 9, queen, 10. He then caps his own range. He doesn't know how to play. So I'm going to test him. I'm going to
Yes.
bet.
And what does testing him mean? And then we'll go back to your question, Brian, in a second.
I'm going to test his resolve. I'm going to see if he has the balls to call the river.
Right. Now,
Population doesn't. Population is going to fold the river unless they have, especially against something like that. So I'm going to see what he does.
right. Okay, gotcha. Now my question is though, when he has the balls to call, what do you think he's calling you with? Hands that you beat or hands that beat you?
When he has
We're
the
trying
ball,
to
when he has the ball to call, he's probably calling. If I'm going by population, he's probably calling 2 pair or better. I don't.
Okay.
think He's going to call anything less than 2 pair.
Okay. So you've decided this is a bluff. This is just a bluff.
This is just to blow him off. Yes.
Right. And you're trying to bluff him off.
I would do this with 2-7.
With
Doesn't make a difference what I have.
Right. Okay, good enough. All right. Now, Brian, you were saying.
Why wouldn't you bet the turn here?
I'm not going to donk lead the turn. You want to donk lead the turn? You can. You can donk lead the turn. I mean, you can.
Oh, he checked. Oh, he checked back. Oh, I thought we were in position.
We're out of
No, we're out of
position.
position.
So
No, we're out of
you're going to donk lead the turn.
No, he doesn't want to donk lead the turn. Brian didn't remember that we were out of
Okay, I
position.
thought we were in position.
We're good. Okay, here we go. And then on the river, so you're going to do that. I am almost assuredly going to check and call here. I'm going to use this as a bluff catch. Oh no.
Oh, check raise.
I did the same thing as you.
You went.
What the
You
hell?
went. That's way too high.
What
You
the
don't need
hell?
to do
I
that.
definitely turned it into a bluff.
Yeah, you can go 7. You can go 12 here, and he'll
All right.
probably
I
see
decided I decided I wanted to get two pair to fold. What the hell?
you. And he shoves, then you fold. Yes, 2 pair. Yes, 2 pair better.
I'm folding.
You fold.
What the hell? What? This is not right.
You went third. And he has ace 10.
What the hell?
He bluffed you too.
No,
It's
it's
straight on the board. What are we?
straight on the
Oh, he's got
board.
8,
I
9,
was about to
10.
say,
Oh,
what are you
straight on the
guys
board.
talking about?
Oh, it's
You're a
You
straight
guys
on
dumb
the
kept
shit.
board.
saying 2 pair, and I was like, it
No,
Oh,
it's
doesn't
straight.
straight
matter.
on the board.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Understood.
I'm an idiot. I saw the four liner and saw it wrong.
Yeah, so did
Yeah.
I
I.
was
So I'm
wondering what
sorry.
you guys were talking about.
No, I'm an idiot.
Okay,
I
so you
tried.
call
No,
off it's straight on. Okay, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I decided. Here's what I decided. I decided that that he never checks a king here.
Um,
That's what I've decided. He
I
doesn't
just
check back a king, therefore I can do this. He decides I never have a king here, so he can do
and he
this.
raises
And I never
and
bet a king that big. And I go, good read.
And that's
And you
just a
don't
spat.
yeah, that was just spaz.
yeah.
Nah,
I'm,
I'm
I'm
saying he just spazzed. That was weird.
yeah. I apologize to everything I said to you, Adrian, about turning your top pair into a bluff. You didn't have top pair. I read the board wrong.
Well, I missed it too because
Yeah.
I'm more concerned with the player
Yeah. All
than the
right.
board sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And in this particular game, this little nonsense at the end cost us money because of rake.
yeah.
We probably cost ourselves some rake money. All right. Uh, Mike,
Yo,
you got King Jack suited. What would you like to do?
I am three betting
All right. To what size?
750.
Excellent choice.
Ooh,
Ooh,
all right. Oh, we got a active player too.
yeah. Yeah. I got some activeness here.
Hmm. This we could continue. I'm trying to decide if this player type is somebody that we want to continue against, and almost kind of do. I think I'm calling.
Okay. Well, then you get to play out the rest of the hand with an imaginary call. I'm almost sure I folded. Yeah, I did. Let's see. Oh, oh. Well played, Mike.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But he
I don't
can
know. I
still
think
have ways to win this hand if you know any flops that don't help us help him.
Yeah, I think in theory, if we were to look at this, I think you will continue with this hand in some frequency. And against this player, I think I'm just kind of always going to
Yeah.
in position.
Raise, three bet at equilibrium against that player. He goes to 20, 2250, same thing. This guy's the sandwiches range is unbelievably tight. Folds ace king here sometimes. Folds queens most of the time. I'm not doing that. And then back on us. Yeah,
Yeah, a little sliver is all.
little slivers. Yeah. I was calling my actual strategy was folding these two and calling all the king queen suiteds. Folding the ace 10 suited and calling all the ace jack suiteds. And then I don't think I have this. I just don't have it. I fold it. I think about it. I go, I think the solver does something with this, and then I fold. Okay, Larry. And then
Morning.
Brian, tell me when you got your thing. And then Friday, I'm not here at all. So I'll open either Larry, you'll open the room, or I'll open the room for you guys, but I'll be flying. Okay,
Okay, sounds good.
here's a hand. Pocket sevens.
I think we just call.
Yep, we call. There's got to be some sliver of raises there, but all those hands are mostly calls just to look at them. So raise to 3. There's a little bit of raising in this and around there, but I just call all this. I probably I probably mix nines, and I always raise all these, obviously. That's what I probably do. Okay. We call, get a terrible flop.
We're not folding it to that size in this configuration.
Okay. Good enough. We just haven't lost enough money yet with a pair. Okay. Queen. He checks.
I don't think there's much reason to bet here, but we're gonna bluff catch a little wide on.
Yeah.
On river.
Right. He gets to win with an ace, a jack, a nine, or a big enough bet. Right?
Seems that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the cards that he gets to win on, even if he bets small. 6. That's not one of his cards.
So our gentleman just took the most bluffed line in
Yeah.
poker.
Yeah.
And he took it in the most bluffed configuration in poker.
Yeah.
At least online poker. So we should probably bluff catch wide here, and this
Yeah.
definitely falls in.
Right. And the fact that it's a spade almost makes us want to do it more because the guy who does this bets his spade when he gets this, probably continues betting his spade draw.
It's a good point.
Yeah, we think. All right.
Yeah,
So
I think I would have heroed there
I think we hero there and
and lose.
lose. All right. Interesting play by him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
One for the checkers.
One of the few times that I played in game better than I played in review. Usually it's the other way around. Played, and when I say better, I mean against his exact hand, not against theory. All right. Brian.
Yep. All right. I mean, I guess to 2x.
Yeah.
Do you call?
That's the first question. It's an obvious fold, but is it a fold to 2?
2x, I think you
No.
can probably
It's not a
call.
fold to 2.
Cut off his call here, I think.
This is a
I
call.
bet you call.
This
With
is so
2x,
hard.
yeah.
It's good enough.
Yep, exactly.
I think we even get down into some of the lower offsuit.
You bet. Yeah, it's
8-9.
8, 9 easy, 8, 9, 7, 7, 6.
6,
I think is called.
7.
Yeah, I think we're doing this. So just to look at it
Like,
to the size of 2. 2 is, I mean, you're not going to see this in your live game, but you are going to see it online. And just so you know, it is stupid. Cutoff raises. That's you.
yep. Oh, wow. 6-4
Yeah.
even has slivers.
Yeah. And if you fold all these slivers, all these, you're fine. And you just go, I'm not playing that dumb. But you really got to take, you really
Part of
got
my
to.
psychopathic brain was thinking about 3-bet here, but I don't think it's a good idea.
You got to
I don't know,
sliver.
it's just like if in live, if somebody opened to this size, I'm gonna 3-bet crazy because they're just
What
weak.
did they possibly have? Yeah.
Yeah, they're weak when they do that.
So I do not take this. I do not take the sliver of a sliver here. And great.
Okay. I'm gonna check.
Me too. He checks behind. So we have the
He
best
does
hand.
not protect his check back range.
No, we have the best hand now. 95% of the time right now.
Mhm.
We still have the best hand now.
All right. So what is his range? He has queens, eights, 5x, 2 overs. He's got 3x, maybe pair some 6. He's got pair plus straight draws now. I think he's got a decent portion of his range that is inelastic right now. I think I don't really care about targeting his overcards. He's got flush draws. Let's go 9.
9. Okay, I'm gonna probably go more like 4, but with the same idea. So maybe. Oh, not even big enough.
Oh,
Not big enough. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm trying to get a call from I'm trying to get ace high to call. I don't need to do that.
oh, there's a lot of hands that should be pretty inelastic that can call.
Yeah. It's the same range. You've got 9 in mind. I've got 4 and 5 in mind with but we're talking about the same range. And then there's that range that calls 1. And who cares about the range that calls 1?
You think that range of pair plus pair flush draws,
I
pair
don't
straight draws isn't going to call a
I think
Nine.
some of his pairs bet the, I think his ace five bet the flop a lot. So I think, what I think he really has here, I mean, if you want to, his full range is he has just, he has every Broadway combination there is that has absolutely no equity on this board. And then you just have, you get lucky when he has some diamond draws that chose not to bet. I mean, lucky meaning things that can call. So the
Oh,
vast
his
majority of it
VPIP
is folding.
isn't his aggression factor low, VPIP high.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think that
Yeah, he's playing a lot of hands. His raises, he's raising 24% of hands. That's not crazy raise. That number's not crazy. He just has some calling and limping there. He's calling too much. Um,
okay.
but yeah, I think I need to go. I think I need to say that if I'm not going to bet one big blind here, and I don't think it's appropriate to bet one big blind, that 2.3 is the same as 4, and I should be going 4, 4, and 5. You think I should be going 9. Anybody else doing that overbet here? Anybody else with Brian on the?
Yeah, I was considering an overbet might be appropriate. I wasn't going to go 2x, but I was thinking something along the lines of 6.
Okay. So Brian, talk about talk about the advantage of the extreme overbet going all the way to 9.
Maybe I play too much live. Um, that it's not a significant size really. I mean,
Okay.
like technically, it's not
Okay.
that big. It's 9
That's
big
what.
blinds.
Okay, that's the answer. It's an absolute. You're not betting 2x pot. You're betting 9 big blinds, and 9 big blinds is not a big bet on the turn to these people.
Most likely.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fair.
live it's not. So
That's fair. Okay, sounds good. So the thing that I need to expand in my thing is I'm thinking percentage of pot, and I should continue to play my responses as percentage of pot, but I should realize that my opponents might not be doing that. I should
yeah, I
remember.
mean, he's probably pretty fishy. So
Okay,
I
right.
don't think he's going to be thinking too much about that.
So he calls there, and let's just see what the river brings. River brings 4 cards straight. I'm
One
in.
liner. I'm still betting. We're gonna bet. So his range was missed draws. It's his range just isn't super strong here, except for the part of his range that just made it straight.
Mhm.
So I mean, we can go. It's a great spot to go kind of small and let him get raised. We just hold.
Right,
Um,
right. So we're
I
folding to
think
end. So
small is like 8 to me
okay, right,
with this pot.
right. So not a block bet size, not a block bet relative to, so not a 2.5 or 3, but still a small bet, an $8 bet in your, or a 12 $16 bet in your game, and they're going to perceive that as $16. And if you get raised to 2.5x or 3x, you're folding instantly. And what are you
I'm
doing
trying
to
to think of what the hell.
what are you doing to a click raise?
Thing. Everything gets there with flush.
Say what? What are you
I
doing
don't
with
think I'm folding.
Okay,
Everything gets
you're
there
folding to
except for
every
the
raise.
flush.
Every raise. Okay, sounds good. Um,
But
I
you go.
I
Oh,
go.
you checked.
I check. I'm going for pure bluff catch here. I'm just going to check, and I'm going to call depending on size, and that's an overbet here. And
Yeah. What am I gonna do here?
well, you weren't checking. You didn't give him this row.
I checked. If I check the bluff catch, I check the flop. All right. If I put it on my line, I would never call because I overbet the turn,
Yeah,
bet the river, and he raised. That's a fold. I didn't give him any rope.
yeah.
You gave him rope, so um,
I was definitely calling anything up to 12. I was definitely calling anything up to 12, and then I was folding to 20. So this is in between. This time I called.
three.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Your
Your
size probably got paid more.
yeah. Your line.
you don't have hearts, so
Yeah. Yep. I don't have hearts, and I barely block diamonds.
yeah. So
Although the hearts is the one that he probably continues more than the diamonds. But
yeah,
but here, so
yeah.
I block I block the easier one. I would rather have 10 of hearts here than 10 of diamonds to do this bluff catch, but I don't hate it. So if I bet here 4 or 5, my bet size,
He calls.
he probably calls. If you do your overbet, he probably just folds here on the turn with his particular combo. He probably folds to the overbet.
Maybe he calls one. But yeah, I mean, he might fold. It's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has a lot more hands that are
Yeah.
in the call than
Yeah.
this.
So I think, I think I made more money and made my life harder in this one. All right. Up next is Robert.
Yes.
All right, here we go. You have deuce seven you have deuce seven, and you have to play it. You do not get to fold. So what do you want to do to this weak limp?
I am just going to check.
I like it. I like it. He's weak. If you raise, he'll probably fold. I still think it's a good check. I think that's the exploit, is to get to see that. All right. Check to you.
I'm just going to check again.
I agree. He checks it around. Okay. At this moment, how often do we think we have the best hand here before this next card comes out? Now with this action.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Good enough. We wait for the next card to come out. All right.
So see what small blind does, right?
Small blind checks.
I'm going to check again.
No,
Each.
bet. It's bet.
Okay.
Wait.
Adrian's
Did it
betting.
go? It checked through on the flop.
Check through on the flop.
Bet. 50% bet. Bet 50% flop.
Okay. Adrian's betting 1.5.
I'm betting 50%. Yeah.
All right. Robert is checking. What are other people doing here?
Fish don't protect their check back ranges, so let's bet this guy's capped. No
Right.
cutoff.
They're both.
Small blind's capped.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, we can definitely bet.
Okay. I'm on team Robert. Who's on team bet here? We have Adrian and Brian are betting.
Mhm.
I'm
I'd
checking.
I'd bet here. I'd also consider betting the flop too, but
Yeah.
Okay. Mike is betting. Mike might have bet the flop. Okay.
I'm betting for sure. Like Brian said, I mean, especially villain 12 in position, they never protect that check back range.
And then 14 checks
he-
again, so boom.
Right. Yeah. 14
He
protected.
never 12 never has anything, 14 never has anything once he checks twice. We're good.
It's not even that they don't have anything; it's that we can push them off too.
They don't have anything good enough. They don't have anything
Yeah.
on for two
And
streets.
If we start applying a lot of pressure, we can turn. I mean, this is kind of like we're denying equity to hands that can just pick up a pair, but
Yeah.
we're also putting. It's like it's a weird bet. You need to kind of value, but you can push off for the years.
This is another spot where it doesn't matter what you have, right?
Yeah, if I had nothing, I'm betting here.
The turn favors your range. You need to have them make a decision on the turn whether they want to continue.
Right.
I wouldn't go half pot. I would go over bet.
Right. You're going to
Oh.
overbet here because you're considering that when you get called, this is a bluff, and when you don't get called, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, when I get called, I'm gonna go big on. I'm gonna 2x pot
so
the
you need to-
river.
So you need to get, and you want it to not just be 2x pot. You want 2x pot to be a big enough number, because 6 big blinds, even though it's 2x pot, is not big, and 9 big blinds, and when this thing goes, if the pot is 6, it's gonna be big. Okay. So with that in mind, is everybody else? So Adrian, your bet here is about 1.5. Mike,
My
what?
bet here is about 75%. So I would go 2 to 2.5.
Okay.
And that depends. If I'm playing against these guys are donks, so I'm going to leverage turn. I'm going to leverage my turn equity, and I'm not giving them a free card. So I'm going at least 2 there.
Okay, so you're going to go to 2 here. Brian is going to go to 4. Mike, you're going to go to 2. Okay, so we got like that size is great. I'm going to check, obviously. So Robert and I check.
1.5 to 2x pot. That's I think the sizing.
Yay!
Checked around.
We got to look at relative sizing.
Right.
I mean,
Absolute at this point. It's 3 big blinds.
All right. Yep. So here we go. So as played, the flush comes in, the 5 comes in, and this guy bets out.
Oh.
I'm folding.
Okay. Robert's folding.
Yeah.
He can
Usually not.
believably have a 5 here that he didn't bet. That's believable.
You would know for sure if you would have bet the turn.
I would have had a better idea. I'll fold it and yep. Everybody plays better than me. Robert, what were you doing on the river? What were you doing on the river, Robert?
Oh, and the other 5 comes? I
Yeah.
was just checking.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no,
I
you
was
just
holding the
got paid.
river. I was holding the river.
Okay,
next
everybody
to it.
plays better than Robert and me. That's what we've
Yeah,
learned.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. All right, here we go. Andy.
All right. Let's see if I can punt. Well,
Yeah.
let's see how I punt.
He's 7 and off, so you have to, Andy.
I
Yeah.
know. I mean, you see how light I like to ISO. Oh, I'm ISOing this for sure. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even
No.
kidding.
And what side?
I'm gonna ISO fucking huge.
All
No,
right,
no,
let's see that.
no,
What's
no.
you? What's the number?
9 big blinds, 10 big blinds.
All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2 more to 10 to not fuck around. Okay, let's see if I did that. If just so you know, if I ISO here, it's gonna be 8, 9, 10, or I'm gonna call. I think I'm calling, and so we don't get to play the ISO line. Oh, super ISO, super ISO. Okay, and Brian, you hate the ISO.
Yeah, I don't want to ISO here. These are like,
Not with the 7. If ace 5 off, yeah, but not with 6, 7, or 8.
it's just you're so likely to get called even when you go huge when you get that many limpers, and I
Yeah.
don't want to play this hand out of position.
I don't have
And
a
you were
problem with
folding,
the
right? You were
ISO.
No, I
flicking.
was just get,
You were
yeah, I was
flicking.
just gonna
Big
complete.
blind. Yeah, and then just playing.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you have a passive fish in the big blind.
Yeah.
Or wait, I can't even see his numbers that well.
62.
But
Played
they're
62.
generally, I mean, the average player is too passive. So
He's played 62 hands, 62% of hands, and I've got 140 hands on him at this point. So he genuinely is a 62. And I genuinely am a 26, 22. These numbers are.
well, I'm saying too that like big blind it's like unlikely to open. So I think you can just complete and be okay.
Yeah. Big blind's not gonna. He's not gonna do the squeeze.
I'm surprised your button is what gets a call though. I expect under the gun to be
Yeah.
the main caller here.
Yep. Well, I went to 12.
All
I went
right.
to 12 into a guy who's playing 76% of hands and a guy who's playing 62% of hands and 60% of hands. Holy shit.
All right, Andy, spaz out.
Right. And
All
you
right.
won that. So it's your hand now. I take no responsibility.
It's yeah, but it's still gonna go as you play it.
It is.
So, I'm gonna fire out like I think I'm going like B75 here. Yeah, like I'm gonna fire 21 bigs.
Okay, I'm gonna fire 10. Oh no, I check.
I'm firing 7.
You don't get to ISO this hand, make a pair, and check the flop.
Yeah, you
That's
just
bullshit, Scotty.
bet small and see what he does. Let him tell you.
So he told me that. That's what he told me.
You don't get to fold now.
I'm not folding now. I'm not folding now. Oh, I'm definitely not folding now.
Raise jam.
Oh God.
Guess not.
You need to fold, sir.
I-
Okay.
You better be folding, Scotty.
What?
You're gonna fold, right?
Yeah, I'm folding. I'm folding. I'm folding. Let's see how. His play is interesting. His flop play makes total sense. And now he decides to turn 8-7 into a bluff.
I think he's just stupid.
That's
I don't want overcard to come and his ace king pair.
right.
Bet.
Yeah.
Man,
All right.
He's still way ahead, Brian.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's way ahead of me.
You're way ahead. Yeah. And the way you played it was
Yeah.
This
Well-
is an incredibly dumb play. You still have every overpair.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't know that you have every overpair because he's a base player, right? So he's gonna read your check on the flop as weakness. And you were weak. So you kind of let him do this. But either way, he was going to pop because he had 2 pair.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He wasn't lying. He actually told you the truth on every street. Told you.
Mhm. Yep. All right. There we go. Hide it. Next hand is, that was Andy. Next hand is Robert.
Yes.
You have a 7-9. How do you get into this hand? Oh, you don't. We're just going to see how these guys play. Next hand will be yours. We're just going to learn something here. Limp, call it, check. He gets the straight draw. He gets the top pair, check. Small bet, call, check. Small bet, call. Then he bets out. We want to know, what do people bet out with? How about the effective nuts? That's what that bet is. If you wanted to know, folds the ace.
Gave you a block. Is that a blocking bet on the turn? What was his bet on the turn?
The ace two, it was 3. He bet big. You know, I mean, not big relative to absolute, but 75% of the pot, not over.
No,
What did he bet
10-7
on the-
What did 10-7 do?
10-7 called. Limp call, limp check, check bet call with a straight draw, check bet call with a straight draw, donk out for 2x pot.
On
Okay.
21. Played terribly.
What do you like? What would you like to do as villain 21 here? Let's start with a fold pre-flop, right?
Yeah. If we get ourselves in this situation,
So
we
fold.
go. Well, yeah, that's not good either. But so it goes to the flop.
Yeah.
I have
We had 10-7 suited.
yeah, I'm open-ended with a backdoor flush.
Yeah.
I'm trying to raise shit out of this hand.
Check raise now.
Yes, I'm gonna go to well, dude, again, it's so weird online live because I'm gonna check raise to a monster size. Like I'm gonna go to nah, I wouldn't go that big because we're only about 130 deep. So we're gonna go to 7 here.
We go to 7.
Then
He calls with his ace. He reluctantly calls with his ace, scared, but he doesn't fold yet.
Mhm.
Then the 9 comes.
I mean, what's the strongest hand he can have here? I mean, the strongest hand he can have is 2 pair. I mean, he could have some ace 9 off, dude. All that's this hand he can have.
Yeah.
In
When the 9
case.
pairs, the 9 is much better for his range than yours, and for his calling range. It's you here with 7-10. What do you want? What do you want to do? The pot is now 14.
10-ish.
14.
Let's go. When we go check raise, he call. He has top pair. What is his range after he call? I think we remove a lot of 9x honestly from his range after check raising. So we'll continue. What do we have behind? If we go, we have 115 behind. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go 15.
We're gonna go 15. If he folds, that's great. And if he calls, but he's never raising us.
If he calls,
Oh.
the pot's only 45, and we got a 2x pot on the
5.
river.
And then here we
Now we adjust and we
Now we
don't
adjust.
go for 2x
now
pot.
now we don't go 2x pot. Now we go pot, right? And say you have an ace. I believe you have an ace.
Yeah, I would say that his range is aces
Yep.
and miss flush.
Yeah.
We-
We go pot, and he calls us with a 9. Instantly, he calls us with some aces, and some of his 9s are full houses, but not very many. Really, just the 9-8. Oh no, he could have 9-6 easily. He could have 9-6 easily because of the way it went. But yeah, like that. Okay. And if we take that line and we go pot, because now we have value, and he raises us, do we fold a straight here to the raise, or do we say he might be doing that with a bare 9? His raise is jam, of course.
think if he had a bear nut, we go.
We're going pot
we
on
go
the
fifth. When we go pot on the turn, I think we get raised with a lot of 9s.
Mhm.
Discount a lot.
So he calls. He
Unless
calls.
he has 9-8, and then I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would fold.
Okay.
Because I think he's got. What are the hands that just call, raise the river?
9-6. It's the only one. Well, 9,
Yeah.
9-8 if he's
Well,
cute.
or 9-8. That's what 9-8.
He's cute.
Pocket 8s. I think pocket 8s probably raised early. No, there's a.
Pocket 8's raised pre-flop. This was
Yeah.
check. Yeah, this was.
I think we just have to fold on the river if that's the case.
Okay. That works. All right. Back to Robert. There we go. Here's a real hand. You're getting these limp. What is with you, Robert? All right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Limps to
Yeah.
you. Limps to you with a 10-8.
I'm afraid of them.
You run like I do. Okay.
All right.
10-8. I'm just checking.
Me too. I like it. Yeah, it's not bad. Checks to you, 2 players behind. What do you want to do?
Yeah, checking again.
Me too. There's a bet of 2.
I'm always calling with my gut shot.
All
I'll
right.
call.
There we go. Call. Who's raising or folding here? Anybody
Who do you,
folding?
who do you think's raising?
I think Brian's raising. Brian's raising, and it's because this guy can have an ace in his range, but it can't be. But it's not a good ace. It's not an
I
ace.
hate a check raise here. I really don't.
Say that again, Andy.
I don't hate a check raise here at all.
Okay.
Now, when I check raise and don't hit, I might start to maybe give up.
Right.
Yeah, we have a shitty gut shot. Like we don't mind if we get 3-bet off our, if it goes bet 3-bet or we get raised off our equity. Who gives a fuck?
We don't
But
have that much. Yeah. Yeah.
we're weak enough that if we take the pot down here, if they call and we miss, we just give up. I mean,
So which player that open limps and hits an ace? What guy is that folds an ace to your checker?
He's not folding an ace right now. He's folding his heir to our heir.
They
He's folding.
they stab very wide with more
Yeah.
than just aces,
Yeah.
but their hands are better than ours.
He might fold his jack here
Jack move?
that he could easily have here. But he will. What we're going to say is that his ace isn't a good ace, and so if we,
I don't know.
we can go
So
to the streets and get him.
I don't think you can use any of that information to cap his rank. What he's saying when he makes that bet, he's making a half pot bet there, right? His range, he's still undefined.
Mhm.
And actually he's defining up.
Okay.
So he's saying that I have something or it could be air, but and this guy open limps, he's population. I don't know that I would run a check raise against population in this situation.
Right. And by the way, one of his aces that does make sense here is ace 7. Ace 7 is bad. Remember, his bad aces include a 2-pair combo, not ace jack.
It's fine, but we get to fold him off of all his bullshit that beats us, and then and this is a great time to give up and not
Right.
try and run through streets against it because I'm not
Yeah.
against the average fish. I don't want to try and make them fold aces usually.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when we goes check call and the turn goes check check, does that give us more of a license to try to take it on the river, or is his checking behind
You
there?
didn't tell him twice.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, how about getting there? How about that for an option?
Getting there, yeah.
You want to get there?
Boo! That's no fun.
Okay. So you got there, Robert.
I've got here. Okay. Well, I think he has some kind of ace.
we would have check raised and had a pot worth playing for.
Yeah, that's true. Now kind of with you guys.
Yeah, it would be nice. But now here you are. Here, you and me on our line. What do you want to do?
I want to bet 6.
Okay. And I want to go for a check raise now. And let's see if I don't get it, then I guess I have to bet small on the river because
What
I'm
is his
afraid to
range?
check.
What
I'll
is
tell
his
you.
range and how does it react?
So, his range includes air that folds to our bet. His range includes
No, before it even gets to him, like what is his range and then what does it do? Better check. Like depending on what do you think? What portion of his range is gonna do this? What portion of his range is gonna do that?
the ace portion of his range continues to bet. The jack portion of his range checks behind. The air portion of his range checks.
Okay.
So with
That's
that
his
in
range. That's like my
with that in mind, the jack portion of his range might even fold to my bet. So against the ace portion of his range, my check raise is better.
so if we donk over bet, do we think, or donk here for a bigger size? I guess it's kind of a donk because there's a limp pot. Do we keep in his jack X and his ace X?
Do we keep in his jack X? Probably. We probably keep it in for one street. We can
Yeah,
probably.
we definitely keep in his ace X. And
His ace
then
X is probably going to call 10 big blinds. His jack X is probably going to call 4 or 5 or maybe 6 big blinds. But
he
not
can
eight.
get his jack X to call one time, and then once he calls, we just target ace X on the.
Okay.
All right, all right. There it is.
That's an ace.
Boom.
So now we check raise.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Ace
Big
is
board
right.
check raise.
Right. What size you want to go, Robert? Or do you want to just call?
No, I want to check raise. What's
You
that
bet.
happen?
Right. So, okay, we're going to check raise and we're going to go to what size?
Let's see. There's what, 16 in the pot?
Mhm.
He bet 7.
Yeah.
Like 23.
Okay. All right. 23. I go a little smaller. 19. And we just get the fold. And the hand is air. The hand is air.
There's there.
Hand is
We
air.
were getting name on
So,
mine.
so we got 8 more big blinds than the other line gets. The bet line.
See, that's the bullshit they stab with.
Yep.
Which
I'm
is
surprised
where-
he had air because didn't he bet into like 2 or 3 other players that limped?
Got into all the players.
So this
Yeah.
goes back to obviously, results oriented. Yes, we won, but had we check raised the flop, he folds. We win a pot that didn't belong to us. We won
Yeah.
a pot. We check raise there, he folds. I mean, how often our 9 gets there? Not often enough.
And you want to know how often does he continue? Well, he continued for a pot size bet, which could get us to fold a lot of stuff if we didn't get our 9. That's true.
We don't hit our 9, we lose this pot.
Yeah. If we call here, we don't think he's going to go 3 street. We don't think he's going the third bet.
No, I wouldn't trust them to build a pot.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Okay. There we go. All right. Adrian.
What do we got?
All right. You have King Queen. Fine. Look at that.
King, queen. How about-
Ooh.
Ooh.
Raise to you. You're in the cutoff. What do you want to do?
Who is this guy?
36-2. That's the question. That's why. 36-2 off of 42 hands. He has raised once in
He has a
42
pre-flop
hands.
raise of 36-2, or is that 3-bet? I can't see.
No, that is a raise. He has open raised once in 40.
Once.
Now, what do you want to do with your King Queen?
I mean, God, I'll play loose and I'll give it a call. I'll play loose and I'll give it a call.
I think I put this hand up because I folded.
Did you fold it? I'm not mad at you for folding.
Folding's the correct play, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you for folding the hand, but I would have played loose and gave him a call and just take.
How bad must his cards have been to get him to raise once in 42 hands if he's willing to be
Ace 3 suited. Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's a correct raise. I'm not. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But how bad must his cards have been?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's actually King Queen off against, obviously against a normal raise frequency is actually a 3-bet there.
We got absolutely.
6-handed.
Yeah,
However, against that low of a frequency, I don't hate your fold at all, Scotty.
If you 3-bet him, he would have punched his computer and just jammed all in. He's so sick of being card dead.
Yeah, this is the best hand. This is the best hand I've had in an hour. Screw you.
I would have 3-bet him too. What I would have said is, hey, 40 hands isn't big enough of a sample.
I'm not 3-betting anybody with a 2% pre-flop raise.
Look at his VPIP though. That's the other thing. It's not like he's folding all those hands. He's limping quite a bit.
That means that his raise range is. That means 2% of the deck is raise range is aces, kings, and queens. You should be calling everything behind that.
So yeah, we can look at 42 hands and we can say, okay, it's not a big sample size. So yeah, he could just be card dead
But he's not super card dead because he's.
But the fact that his VPIP is higher, so he's a 36/2 means that when he's now that he's raising, he's got to have a hand. And obviously he is just a moron, but looking at those numbers, I'm going to say I'm just folding King Queen off. I mean, we don't want to 3-bet against that because there's a high likelihood of getting 4-bet. And we don't want to call because we don't want to risk getting squeezed out. I mean, it's just an easy fold or being in a spot where we're absolutely dominated.
In position against a bad player. So that's worth something too. I think that whenever I'm against someone that tight, my call range just expands, and I don't. My 3-bets go to like.
If we're on the button, absolutely, but the fact that we have, the button that can call behind us, and and then we're starting to price the button in. Then we're playing monkey in the middle, or we're getting squeezed out by.
This is a very
Although, I
specific
mean,
hand that you wouldn't want to
looking to
call
our
with.
left, the 3-bet is really low.
Yeah, we
So
shouldn't be worrying that much about getting squeezed in this particular day, in this particular table, but in real life and higher stakes, or depending on who these guys are, our call should be inducing some 3-bets, as we saw from the way the big blind was supposed to respond to the cutoffs raise with ace queen compared to the cutoffs raise and a call. So there you go.
But also, this
a
is just a hand you
3-bet
don't
fold
want to
here.
call with because this is a like
Yeah,
a likely dominated hand against somebody. If someone's really only raising like super top of range, you're against a likely dominating hand, and
Yeah.
you don't have implied odds.
Yeah, you're just not in a good place by just calling. I mean, and 3-betting is against a 36-2. I mean, granted, it's only 42 hands. It's not like we have 500 hands and he's a 36-2.
no.
At that case, I mean, his chips haven't even crossed the betting line yet, and our cards are in the muck.
Yep, that's what happened. All right, there we go. So that was Adrian. I'm going to give you another one, Adrian.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. I give you a Robert hand.
8-5.
8-5 to a
Are they
limp.
letting me play it for free?
He's letting you play it for free. Do you want to raise him?
No, I'm just gonna play it for free.
Okay, but let's take a look at what that bizarre raising range is there. Just so to show you the shape of it. It's got a lot more raises than you think. We got a limp here. Look at all that raising in that area.
Yeah. It's
8-5 is pure.
Yeah,
more
look at
blind,
that.
good blind.
Yeah, you got you.
That's a pretty hard strategy to adopt.
It's not, but
It's
the
only
shape.
small blind versus big blind.
But here's the shape to learn. It is. It's a really hard one to get. When I memorized charts and I memorized them with the frequencies, I looked at this one and I went, I'm wasting my time here. This is
Looks
just
like there's 2 umbrellas with rain falling off of them.
Right.
That's the
But-
shape to remember.
exactly. But the way the way to think of it in your head is this. Everything good raises. So just turn all this red, chunk. Turn all this red and all the way to the 9.
I mean,
right?
implementable. You could do ace deuce to ace 5 offsuit, call ace 8, ace 8, and all the ace 9 better, and then
Yeah.
we could
Or
do.
just think of it even more generally in blocks.
Yeah,
This
you could do.
this block to the offsuit, and don't take, and then we're gonna not do any of this. Take all the aces, all of them.
Yeah.
Lose this area here and go funk, block, this block here, and this block here. That's the part.
Yeah.
This is what's learnable is that there's a lot of raises in this area here.
Yeah, you could do like low suited
Yeah.
face cards,
Yeah.
and then middle gappers.
Yep.
And then all aces, and
Block, good.
then
Good.
obviously top of range.
Yeah. Good and wide. Low, all your suited 5s and below, just junk, lose all that, and then that little lobe there. You get a lot. You get the main shape. And Scotty did not know that at the time. All right. And an interesting flop.
Think
He binks at you.
He is uncapped, so I'm gonna call.
All right, we call. Now you have
think
kind of improved.
Kind of a little bit. He's still uncapped and he's betting aggressively, but I kind of improved, so I'll give it a call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, that 8 is the same as a deuce.
Yeah.
We call.
Yeah.
The hand that we beat that we weren't beating before was pocket 6s and pocket 7s, and he doesn't have those. He
Mhm.
didn't limp those. So he has a 9 or he doesn't, right?
Right.
It's that simple a question. You have a 9 or you don't. And when you had the 5 and you bet again,
Or he has 6-7.
could have had 6, 7.
Mike.
Could have had 6, 7, 6, 8, 5, could have had all those.
Yeah.
10. He continues.
After he goes through, that's a really strong line for population. That's a very strong line for population.
It is.
I think I would against that line. That's tough because would he do that with 5s? you have you're blocking the 5 and you're blocking the 8. You're not blocking the 9, 9, 10. That's a very strong line for him. I would probably just chuck it.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the player?
I think that I have only 5 hands on him. I think nothing.
5 hands.
I think nothing about him.
Flip a coin.
Technically, block 8, 9.
Yeah. I mean,
He did it with a 5. He did do it with a 5. Didn't expect that. All right.
when you 5, did it with a 5.
Yeah. When I look back on this,
You're
you know,
blocking
not
the
remembering
five.
the hand, I was expecting I was expecting me to call on the river. The fact that
Yes.
it's 3 streets of aggression like that, but
You don't really, yeah, you don't.
I was expecting a call here, and I
Yeah.
didn't. All right. There we go. So
I
Adrian
mean,
and I both
it's a
folded.
hero call if you make it.
Yeah.
A hero call.
Anybody else playing the hand? Anybody else playing this hand differently, other than knowing that it's a 3-bet pre? I mean, that it's a limp raise pre, which I didn't know. And whatever you call that, ISO. What would you call that? Who cares? A raise. Anybody? First of all, anybody here who knew that this was a raise against this limp pre-flop? So now you do. That's good.
All right.
So just a reminder of a range here. Here's one. And to show you how weird the game is, let's just go to a different, see if it changes here. Oh, he doesn't have a small blind call in the 3x. So let's do 2.5 has some small blind calls, and the range is different because of some different assumptions, but it's still similar. Block, the block here, and the block here. It's a similar thing. There's your calls there. Okay. So once we've done a call here, anybody raising or folding on the flop?
Just call.
Okay. Anybody raising or folding on the turn?
Just call.
All right. Anybody
Wait.
calling on the river?
What is it? The size is the only reason I would consider calling is significant.
Size doesn't feel particularly 90.
I mean, I think that they're going to get more greedy here after you called 2 streets with a 9.
Yeah, go at
We're
least.
going to
to 10,
go like
you think? Yeah.
go more than that probably.
Yeah. Okay. So, but are you doing it? Anybody making the call here?
Yeah, just call.
Brian's calling. I thought I called. I thought I would call this. And
I mean, this is like a weird one where I just am like, whatever. I'm going to call down because he's wide.
If
It's
you
a
get
right.
more information on your opponent, then I think you could.
Yeah.
That would swing it either way, right? But
Yeah.
not knowing anything.
Yeah. And let's say that
Other
I
thing-
have ace-6 or ace-8, 6 or 8-7 here. So I called with a gut shot. It's a better call on the river if I have a gut shot here because it leaves him more 5s. But I don't think that's huge. But it is true. All right. Let's have a tiny little peak party and see if it has blind versus blind for us. All right. 100 big blinds with a 100 big blinds with a rake. Is it ever going to limp the small blind? No. So we've got to go 100 big blinds without a rake to get this to happen. Limp. 8-5 suited for you. Mixes. Peak has a similar shape. Has much less of this down here in peak than the other one had. We still have this block here. Has much less of the offsuit branch here. But still this area. So that we've seen across a lot of different solvers. That area there. All right. So we check. Can we go post flop? We can. 995. Diamond spade club. Nine, 5. We do not check range, or he does not check range, and he bet 2. And here we were with our 8-5 suited, never folding, and some raising. Some raising. That's nice. We call. Turn is an 8 of clubs. Our friend continues to bet. He bets like 5 into pot is 6. Yeah, he bet 3.5 into 5, so that's the same as 5 into 6. And the 8-5 now has gone to pure call when you take this line. There's no raising here. That makes a lot of sense. River is the who cares of 10. And now he goes almost pot. Pot is 16. So he goes 13. There are no folds with the 8-5 in GTO land. And the 8-5 of hearts decides to bluff. That's funny. The 8-5 of hearts bluff is funny. Anybody want to say anything about the 8-5 of hearts before we move on? The one that has
Ridiculous.
no backdoors that unblocks all of his backdoorness. All right, there you go. All right. Brian, do you have your hand ready?
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's take it. Oh, we got a new guy. We put you in. PP for life. If you have any hands you want to show or like that, prep them and we'll take a look at them.
Okay.
Preferably punts. We
Yes.
like punts.
Purely
I
punt
don't
for
want to
life?
be the only one. Please show us
Okay.
some punts.
Okay. There you go.
Andy, this isn't a punt.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. So the open queens get called in the small blind.
Great.
It checks to me.
That is much more of a big blind. Yeah, that is much more of a big blind range than a small blind range. So
Yep. But
great.
we're betting it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Great.
So now it checks to me.
Mm-hmm.
And his range he gets here is pair plus flush draws. He's got some 6x. The thing is, with one thing that I'm noticing with a lot of population is that a lot of population, when they flop like top pair on low boards, they tend to raise often, like check raise often for protection. At least that's what they think.
Mhm.
So he's got pair plus straight draw. He's got straight draws. I think if he had 7s or 8s or anything like that, those would have bet. Would have check raised me. I think even a 6x check raises at some frequency, so he's got like half 6x. So I think he's got just a lot of pair plus straight draws and flush draw.
I think he has more 7s, 8s, and 9s than you think he does. And I agree on the 6s.
Yeah.
So I think you still have the best hand a lot, and I think he still has a lot of equity.
That's what I think. And I think that he's very inelastic right now.
Yeah. And notice, by the way, how his ace 5, ace 4, ace 3 relate to this board. His suited wheel aces that he might have played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can bet. I think you can bet here and get called
Yeah.
for the best hand a lot.
Absolutely betting. And this is where I'm like in between. I don't think I really need to. I don't know. I'm not going to play scared of a 6.
No.
I think there's tons of other hands
Not till
that
you
are
get
here.
raised. Not till you get raised.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of inelastic hands here, so I overbet this turn.
Yeah, I don't find an overbet here. But okay.
So we overbet. I just think that he's got a ton of hands that can call here and might fold out the river.
Right.
So he calls. And now back on the river. And he checks. So now I think his range is just crippled. He's got all of the misdraws, and then he's got his pair plus straight draws is basically the only thing left to target, I think.
And 7, 8s, and 9s, you don't think he has, and I think he does have.
I think it's unlikely I think that they just play those hands
Yeah.
aggressively when they flop an overpair with them.
Yep. That's
So
but that's fine.
So we go. This is a weird down bet that I made to target like five pocket threes, pocket fours. 2x I'm probably not going to get a lot from.
Yeah,
This is the part that's I found interesting.
I didn't
I
think
actually
you.
like this.
I agree with I agree with your logic and your direction, and but I think your bet there is more like 90 to 100, and you think it's 65, which is very rare that I think your bet should be bigger than you think it should be.
Yeah. I mean, so that's kind of where I was in between on.
Yeah.
I just don't. I was just trying to think of what. I mean, he just goes check call, check call. He's got missed draws and then pair plus straight draws. I mean, I guess he's at some frequency he has sevens and sixes. I get snapped off sixes and probably sevens, but I think that there's just a lot of weaker parts of his range here to target that I'm gonna. I think that that's just a larger portion of it. Which is
Are you trying to get ace four of clubs to make a crying ace high call here?
no, I'm trying to get 5x to call and deuce X to call, pocket threes, pocket fours, stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what I think is a large portion of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Which
I guess I just think that they're calling more than 65. I think they're calling 90 to 100. That portion. Okay. So
okay.
whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean he makes the call, and Scotty, I was dead right. But he did have pocket threes, which I thought it was like 5x. This is actually a hand that I wasn't thinking of quite as much,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like not exactly the specific. Just
Makes
thinking of
sense. Yeah.
player
reasonable.
first straight draw. Um,
I think
you
that-
might be right.
I
You
think
might be right.
I think they're calling 90.
You think they'll call 90? I mean, I think they're calling at least 75, so maybe at least go
Yeah.
75. He already called it on the turn once. He's not folding it now. You're probably right.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think I go at least 75 here.
Why not
But
bet?
yeah, I totally
Why
agree.
not bet bigger on the flop?
Why? Because I'm in position and I want them to raise off all this strong shit. I go half pot and they raise this strong shit.
Yeah,
He calls.
I do agree with that, but like once they call from the small blind versus my EV open, I don't think the ranges is as wide as say you open the cutoff and the button. I just think they have way more like sevens, eights, nines, tens. It's just gonna call a large bet right now. And then a bunch of flush draws because that's how people, flat from the blinds, right? Or at least that's how I flat from the blinds. It's like
Generally.
suited ace X, and then a bunch of pairs.
So I still want, like, I was actually in game thinking about going bigger here. Because I think there is a lot of inelastic portions here, but I'm also okay with targeting that on the turn,
Yeah,
which is basically what I ended up doing. Is once I get the call here, I now know that I'm ahead 99% of the time, which I probably was either way, unless you flopped a set or a straight. And then so here is when I'm gonna target all that stuff.
Yeah.
Go for the bigger overbet here, the 75. You get that stuff to
I guess.
call.
I guess. Yeah, I wasn't at the game. I guess if I'm against a player that is calling way too much, let's say, like they're just flatting opens with like offsuit connectors, like 5-6, that kind of stuff. Or like
I have no
any
idea.
suited hands, like 6-2 suited. Then I would take this like bet small line, just get them to check raise their strong stuff. But I guess if I'm playing against a player who is somewhat reasonable, that's not gonna flat too wide, and when they
He's a
flat here,
fish.
oh yeah, then
Never
yeah,
played with him before. He has a high VPIP. He calls way too
yeah,
often. So
yeah.
I don't know
So yeah,
this is my first time playing with him, but within about 10 hands, I was like, okay, this guy's
but I mean,
he's stacking people off.
I like it. We get 3 streets from him.
Yeah, it's possible to even go bigger here on the turn. Because how in with a player like this is if he's calling with pocket threes here,
Mhm.
then maybe I can go to 100 here.
What size did you go?
175.
Yeah, you
Which
did
is
the overbet. You called the overbet.
yeah,
Still 1.5x. So
Yeah, that's big. I think you probably get a fold two
Like
X.
100's just too much. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
kind of what was in my head. It's definitely significant in the game. Now I'm kind of just
Yeah. And you're sticking your neck out way far for a 6. I mean, the bigger you go to squeeze that 3, the further you're sticking your neck out against a 6. And he does have
yeah,
6
basically.
at this second. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's kind of I
Yeah.
just that's kind of it's this and the river. So what do you so you're gonna say that here you want to go bigger here, Sam?
yeah, probably like if I know he's not flatting too much. Like I'm not expecting to see like 5-6 off or like 5 deuce suited. Then I'll just go bigger here because that's just like shitload of 8s, 9s, 10s, and then like a bunch of suited Broadways, a bunch of suited ace X. That's just gonna call regardless. I mean, we know they under check raise anyways.
Yeah, but if I want to get the information from the smaller bet that goes big and not incentivize him to raise off his two pairs,
Yeah,
so that
yeah. I guess it both works. I'm just like questioning maybe if we just because we open early. Just given the configuration, we open early.
you
And
already
this
know the
is
saying, he doesn't know how to spell configuration.
yeah,
That
like
does not matter.
yeah. If you're telling me it does not matter, there's no configuration as this guy. He's just
He has a
gonna
calling
call it.
range and he has a folding range and he has a
He's
limping
just
range and a
he's
raising
just gonna
range.
have a set of hands that he's gonna call regardless of position.
Yes. It doesn't
Then
matter.
yeah, so yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
90% of the pool. It's just I have these are the cards I raise, these are the cards I limp with, these are the cards I call with,
yeah.
these are the cards I three bet with.
Not at my game. They're not like not that bad. Like
There's a couple of guys that are better that have like some sort of positional configuration awareness, but most, I mean, this guy sat down and just punted off like $1,000 in about 2 hours, and he was just it was terrible play. I mean, I gave him absolutely no credit for to have any thought going through his brain.
yeah, then good. I think your line is good.
That's what I would think. I mean,
Except again, I think given your logic and your read, which is 100% correct, I think it leads you to a bigger bet on the river. Not much.
what do you think, Sam?
I don't know. Depends. Like you play with him. Like how long did it take him to call? If he
I
snapped you
mean,
off,
he didn't snap me. I mean, he flipped over his, I said queens. He's like, oh shit, you're way good. But I mean, he didn't snap me. But I mean, I think that could have eked out a little, probably a bit
Yeah.
more value there. Probably at least $80.
yeah, maybe if he tanked for
He thought
10
about it for
seconds,
probably 30 seconds and then was like, all right.
yeah, you probably could get a little bit more. If they tank forever, and then you know you're right at the sweet spot. But we never know.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, because I didn't see him do anything like, as I was sitting there waiting for him to play, he didn't do anything that would indicate that he was going to fold. I mean, like, it wasn't like that situation where he's looking at his cards and like picks them up and then was like, whatever, I call. So I think I probably could have I think you're right, Scotty, that I should be going probably at least 75 here because he already called the 75. So let's just go. I mean, at least 75 would probably go up to
Yeah.
80, 90.
So as we
You're
move
probably
on,
right.
move on to the next hand. The one thing is keeping in mind though that we when we say if someone will call 2x pot, you know, 60% of the time and will call a pot size bet when you've got value 100% of the time, 2x pot is profitable, right? Because he's doing 60. But when you're getting near those edges, like he's going to fold to 100, but he's going to call 90 and I bet 80. 80 is a good bet because you're not sure of what those numbers are. And to get $5 more and get more folds is bad, right? So if his threshold is 90 and that is his real threshold, but we don't know that, I would say that 80 is a much better bet than 95, right? And so with that, we don't mind being a little bit low their thresholds, but again, but my thing was against the range that you gave him, 3s, 4s, and 5x, and then I added in some 7s and 8s and 9s that you didn't have. but that's fine because they're all the same hand. I thought that you could get more than this. All right. Moving on. Do you have another hand? If not, we're going to go to Mike.
No.
One question. Nick is here. Nick, do you have any specific hands to review? If you do, prep them. We'll interrupt Mike after you're ready. So Mike, grab the screen.
All right. Got me.
Ooh,
That's you.
All
We have
right.
two mics. We have a pair of mics. That's fine.
4.
All right, let's see. Try it again, Mike. Say something.
Hey, check 1, 2.
There you go. You sound great. Okay, grab the screen.
I'm seeing mine.
Is this, hey, Scotty, are you going off of the session?
Yeah. Well, I'm not leaving yet, but I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be leaving in about an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
But we did a bunch of my hands, so we can do a bunch of yours now. And then Nick, just interrupt if you have any hands that are ready, just interrupt and we'll jump you in.
So this was just a short little session. I haven't played much in December, but it had some interesting. So villains in here are pretty interesting. There's a combination of fish / aggro rags, that sort of thing. Let's do this. So I thought we could run through it and see as the plays develop. So this is the first hand, so I have no information on anybody. I'll just kind of go to each VPIP. Does that make sense?
Great.
Right. Okay. So for example, here we just go. So I'm just going to go to the next hand where I actually VPIP and we start to get a few hands. We're like 3 hands in here. Anyway, so as we develop, King 10 will raise, get 3-bet. Okay. Easy fold. And then if we want to see what we're going up against, we'll just do a quick reveal. All right. Next hand we VPIP is a couple hands later. King Jack, low Jack, 3-bet. That'll be fold. Okay. So we're starting to develop a little bit. Okay, under the gun jacks, we have a poster, short stack poster. So I up from 250 to 350, 2.5 to 3.5. We get the call from the poster. We get a cold call from a short stack small blind.
Okay. And
we're going
for now,
four-way.
so when you go 4-way, so now on the turn, let's ask Nick. You're going to play the handout, and as much as you play it the way Mike played it, that's how we'll see it go forward. But we want to hear. Let's hear Nick's thoughts on the hand. So
Okay.
so far, Nick agrees with you. Except Nick, did you open bigger than 3.5 with a poster, or was that your size?
To me?
Yeah.
What happened? I don't even say. I posted behind.
Pre-flop, there was a poster. You were under the gun, and villain 9 posted. So, what size did you want to open jacks to?
Yeah, 3.54. Either one's fine, I think.
Right. Great. So you got called in 3 places, and you go to the flop.
Check, fold. Fold.
Fold.
I mean, when it goes 4 ways, someone's pretty much always going to have an ace. It's just.
And that second guy made it easy.
We'll learn something
A
as we play
weak
it out
donk lead.
here. Yep.
Weak ass donk lead.
Sizing is super. I started to learn that sizing is important with those. How did he do this? This makes no sense.
So there.
Like the worst hand to do it with, too, with the
Well-
king of clubs. Like, it's terrible.
I mean, it's just awful. You have no information. You just randomly decide, all right, I'm just going to start blasting into 3 people.
And
What are you talking about? It's wonderful.
That is definitely a villain that earns a green tag.
Yep. And he got called by the least likely guy to call him too. The guy who had the strongest range to call. All right.
I'm always looking for games like this.
Good game.
This on that I word.
What stakes is this?
Yes, this is on
Yes,
the
I word. 100 NL.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scotty, did you have anybody else that wants to take the hand or?
Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah. We're just sort of going in whatever order. So up next is what we were on. I think it's back to, I think Adrian did the last one. So let me just put you guys in some order. Okay, we're gonna go in the order on my screen.
Your
It's gonna
turn, Scotty.
Oh, it's my turn. That's right. It's because I haven't taken any turns because it's in my hands. Okay, here we go. So you raised, he called. Great. I will continue this, and I will continue this for a lovely 2 big blinds.
Okay.
And I will also do some. I also, if you just check range here, I'm fine. But if you're not checking range, I would like to bet this hand. I'd like this hand as a bet. So when check, great. Now I'm going to start the 2 street bluff. And since I'm starting it late, I'm going to go with 4 or 5 now. Okay, great.
Why
You
not
fold?
9?
Because I'm going to go because I want the 2 street bluff. Rather than get the satisfaction of getting the majority of his range to fold now, I would like to bet an amount that if I get raised, that he can do some raising too.
Yeah, but he's never, I mean, when you go 1.5 over bet, they're almost never calling. And because you do have equity and can get there, like if you start building a pot now, you're going to get, I mean, anything that's going to fold to 4 is going to fold to 9, obviously.
That's
But
just
there's a
it.
lot of stuff that will continue even at 9 that misses, or you get there and I don't think a queen is folding, although he generally doesn't have a queen because he checked back. But
9. I like 9 because 9 you still have plenty behind to make the
Okay.
other stuff fold and you get value from your jack high.
Point.
And also go 9 with the vast majority of your queen next to, knowing you're good. So like you have a lot of over bets for value here. So
Okay.
got to balance it out somehow.
Good. What size would you have chosen there, Nick? Would you have done the 9?
If he would had a full stack, I'd probably go 2x, but he had like 40 big, so I think 150 is fine.
Okay. Overbet it. So I got the motion of I wanted to bet bigger, but I got the wrong sense of what bigger was. Okay. There we go. So I took that one. There we go. We'll wait till the next one that gets played.
Okay, next one gets played.
Oh, you got to play this. You got to play this.
Yep. I didn't know if you were calling on anybody.
Oh, I'll let you do. I'll let you call based on your order, so that way when I drop out, so you take.
Oh, I got you. Okay, understood. Yeah, let me pull that up then. So who was that? That was who did that last one?
I did
Scotty?
that one.
Scotty.
You have Andy on my list next.
so this is me.
Yep. It was here, real quick, get you back to free flop in case you missed it. It was a min raise, no, a dead small blind.
Am I the only one folding?
Because it's a 2. Because it's only raising
Yeah.
to 2. You're correct to fold to any normal size, but to the 2, I think I'll go look it up. And this will be a little bit. This will be a little
Yeah,
bit off
I was
because
gonna say there's no small blind either, so there's less money to play for as
less
well.
money. But I still think. But I think the 10 is. I think the 10 is like so far in.
Raise, I think a button min click, I think it's all right to continue. If it was a UTG min click, then it's a fold.
Yeah. Or if it was a button, 2.5 or something. 2.3.
I mean, I don't hate call, but
Yeah.
I'm probably just folding.
So to give you an idea,
I'm most likely
this-
folding 3 as well, but
Yeah.
it's an okay continue.
if the small blind is in there, the only folds on the suited side are 9 deuce, 8 deuce, 8 3, and 7 deuce. 4 hands.
Oh, so yeah, this is a very this might be a fold then without a small blind, but it's right there on the cusp either way. So.
Yeah. But it's certainly not wrong to call.
Also considering the villain started short stack too. I probably considered that in that they're probably pretty fishy, but
And you have not seen them split their range size yet, have you?
no.
Because if you
I
have,
mean,
this becomes
13 hands in, but
Yeah. If they were splitting their raise size, this becomes a very good raise. All right.
so Andy.
Shit, I'm sorry. Check.
Check.
I don't hate a bet here. You like a lead, Nick, on that flop? Since I guess we're on the turn now. I think I'm gonna fire a probe here. I have some equity. I turned a little equity. If he has an ace, he'll let me know really quick. Or I guess we could actually, nah. Yeah, I like a bet here. Like a yeah, I was gonna say three bigs.
I have one question, for Mike. The probe size, the pot is usually bigger. The probe size is usually a small bet, right? Just probes in general. Is that true?
You get a small bet on the flop and like half pot on the turn.
No, no, no. No, when you probe the turn. So when you're out of position as the pre-flop caller and it goes check, check on the flop and you bet the turn. I thought that's what a probe was called. And that bet is usually small. Is that right?
No, it's small on the flop and it's about half pot on the turn.
Yeah, probes can be overbets too. Yeah,
Okay,
because
fine.
it's just check and you're out of position, you probe the turn. Like those can be anywhere from small to huge.
Probe doesn't have defined sizing. It's just
Okay, good. That's what I
as the
did.
pre-flop caller out of position when the flop checks through.
Right.
A bet on the turn as the caller is a probe.
Okay. Right. So, and the probe is not, and probes are not in general small. That was a heuristic that I thought I knew and it's wrong. Okay, great. So by the way, for this particular hand, for this particular everything, I like your size. Okay. So he bets.
What you thought wasn't wrong. It's just probe on the flop
Right.
is
Yeah.
is small. And then,
Okay.
Yeah, but this is a good spot to check raise.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hated a check raise here.
Yeah,
Or
when
generate
the
more full
when
equity.
the when the flop goes check check and the turn it's an ace, there's a good spot to check raise. Check raise and then jam the river.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fold that hand.
I don't hate a call to this min click either.
Did you consider, by the way, just on your pot odds? Let's see, you were getting 11. Yeah, I guess if you get there, it's so visible. Is that the problem?
Not necessarily. I mean, this player who's min open, he's probably a button clicker. He min open, so he just clicks the button, and then when we bet, he hits his ace. We bet he min clicks. He's probably I would be very
No.
willing to bet he's not a thinking player. He's saying me have ace, me bet.
I think your fold here is great. I've
I
changed
like
his
a
mind.
continue.
No, because look at what the board reads when we make it. Ace 3, 4, 5, 7. We don't even have we have the ignorant end.
Oh yeah.
With the ignorant end. It's easy for him to see, and we can't even be confident. We cannot even be confident that we're in first place. Now, if the 7 wasn't there, yes,
we
we
can.
by deuce 6.
We're
Your
He doesn't-
confidence is
I
6?
agree. I think we're still. I think
He
I
doesn't
think a
check
3
raise
we're
this
good.
small. Yeah, he doesn't check raise to this small of a size.
Well, he's
Or
not
he doesn't-
checking.
Yeah, he doesn't raise this small of a size with the 6.
With a 6, with ace 6 or 7, 6.
He's gonna get bigger.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of 7, 6 here.
And when you do get there, which I agree, you should just fold. But when you do get there, you're all right.
Okay.
The best hand.
Also
You're
agree, it's
gonna-
probably
you're
better
gonna
to check.
get-
Probably better
again,
check raise than a
that's it.
probe on the turn.
And he's never gonna. He might not raise you, but I mean, I would if I get there. I lead out, and he's not gonna fold his ace.
Okay.
He
There you go.
might even get dumb and click you again.
How big are you betting?
Go back. I'm probably we get there.
You get there 9% of the time. So you need to make.
What's the pot at? So he
need to make
bets, we
27.
call.
you need to make
So
27
pot's gonna be 15-ish, 16-ish. I'm probably firing pot, if not more.
Okay.
I
If
just
you
don't think
buy-
he's ever folding an ace. I don't think he's ever folding his ace.
Okay.
I
If
might
you-
even go like 1.5 pot, maybe even approaching 2x pot.
Let me put it
I
this
just
way.
don't think he's folding an ace.
Let's put it this way. If the size of bet you make here is pot on the river, whenever you get there, and he never folds an ace, so it always
Yeah,
works.
you have
This play is negative EV.
Yeah, because you
You
have
put
to
it-
hit and you have no opportunity to bluff him off the save.
Right. You have to hit and it costs you $2.85 to hit. You hit 1 out of 11 times. 1 out of why am I saying 1 out of 11? No, you hit
1 out of 10 times, less than 10 times.
yeah, it's actually it's 13 cards out there. You use one, it's gonna be more like 1 out of 12. So you've got to make more money than that. Your river bet has to be 2x pot plus a little bit.
Yeah, that's assuming you're against an ace too and not some 6x hand.
Right. And a
Well,
few
let's
times
see what he has.
he has ace jack.
He has ace jack.
He's,
But
right. So he's
But your bet isn't
we're-
but your river bet isn't big enough to make this call profitable. That's what I'm pointing out in the math. Play this 1,000 times the way you said, play it exactly the way that you said, give him an ace every time, never a 6, and have him never fold the ace, and you still lose money on your line.
you can do a 2x pot bet.
2x is where you start breaking even. So your 1x and your 1.5 are not enough. That's what I want to point out. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian's up on my list.
I'm gonna 2.5.
We go 3. You got a call. We've developed a little bit of information on this player just from previous hands, and we see his
Okay.
HUD stats. Only 7 hands, but
Yeah, check. I'm gonna float.
you're gonna
Oh.
float.
Yep. Oh.
So you're floating here to see what he does on
Steal
the
it.
river and decides to
Yeah.
take it away from him on the river.
Because he bets small. Yeah.
Right.
He
And does
bets
he have
bigger.
enough,
I just fold.
right. And does he have enough money behind for this to
Shit,
work?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you gotta take that into consideration.
And yeah, no, fold. Just fold.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do there. He's not folding his deuce.
Yeah, I think this hand in particular just looked like a check fold, but
I agree.
Sam,
Sure thing. Are they fish?
so we've got short stacker here and seems only 9 hands, but normal.
Yeah, just open. Fishy enough, 75.
It is
We are so fucked.
compared to the chart, right? The chart is 10-6, not 10-5. Not saying you have to play by the chart, but
Yeah, this is an expansion.
good. Just making sure that I remember the chart right.
We are so fucked.
And you don't want to play that on the button when you have a short stack to your left.
Yeah, he made it easy for me. I saved money. I fold.
Good.
We
I'm
are
not-
Can't
I'm
bubble
not-
this.
I'm not floating a guy who has like a third of a stack. Forget this
Oh,
shit.
what did he have last time, by the way? We don't get to know it, but what was it? What was the last hand?
Two.
It's like 6 deuce or 5 deuce, some shit like
Six
that.
deuce. He had a pair of deuces.
Okay, he had a pair of deuces. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely Nuffle execution.
All right. Nuffle against
We
small.
got some knuffle.
Knuffle,
We
small
got some knuffles going on.
Small stack Nuffle. Okay.
He doesn't have enough though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you have to jam here.
No, that's what it says.
Knuffle says jam it. And he folds.
Oh no, Nuffle.
Predictions?
Yeah, he did.
He's probably gonna call. I mean, I don't know Nuffle, but you know that his range is weak when he leads into you and then goes for a small.
Any predictions?
Bullshit.
This is prime knuffle right here.
He's gonna call.
I hope he folds. Does he have a draw? He doesn't have a draw. If he has like 7-10, he's calling.
Would be surprised if he folds. Oh wow.
The
Gotta
power of
protect
Nuffle.
those 25 big blinds.
Knuffle is like some sort of donk magic that just. I mean,
I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I don't have to because they have weak ranges when they do that. So you just play like straightforward and just push them off with your bullshit.
A+, you're up. You raised Jack 10
yesterday
suited.
yesterday online I was getting cooked. They kept donking into me with just these super strong ranges.
Yeah.
What were the sizes they were using though?
We're knuffle sizes and broken stacks and fishy players. I mean, everything for knuffle lined up, and then I got cooked a few times.
Yeah, you'll run into
Play
it.
player adjustments, yeah.
A plus, this is you.
Definitely some notes taken.
Like
Adrian.
I adjust for like three bet pots specifically. If they donk into me after I three bet them, and they donk for a large size, I'm not.
Adrian.
We raise and
You
then
raised. Yep,
raise
got called.
slightly.
And here's your flop.
Ay. V pip 80, pre-flop raise 30, villain 9, villain 5. Call. Solver is going to say check here. I'm going to say bet small. I want to say bet 2.5, 2 bigs, 2.5 bigs. I want to see what they do. You check, and then bet into you, and you are out of position. I would probably just give up on this one and just go away.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm kind of on board with your bet with a C bet there because of the
Oh.
deuce and the 3.
Yeah. I want to see. Yeah, they're likely to have missed this entirely, so I want to see what they do. And I would have gotten my answer because he has a set of deuces, and I would have got out of there.
All right, let's see how big he bets on the river with this. Oh, and the 4-liner comes in the double 4-liner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6. No, not a double 4-liner. Just one.
Check through.
Just one.
Check
Yeah,
through. He slow played it all the way to the end.
Yeah, he
Okay.
played a super coordinated board, which is
Yeah.
not the best.
Ooh.
I got Brian's iPhone up next.
Open. I wish I knew what all that stuff meant. Okay, we flop open
Oh, what
ended.
stuff meant.
I have a general idea of the HUD sets. So it checks to me. I'm gonna bet here. I'm gonna bet small. I'm gonna go like 25.
Yeah, this is tough because everybody's HUD's different. You look at Scotty's settings, now you look at Mike's, mine, they're all so different.
Okay,
Although Mike's
so what
looks
is
like this is
his?
just the standard default what it comes with.
I'm gonna say that we likely don't have showdown. Um, let me think. I'm Larry, you know me so well. Um, a short stack, you're right. Um, yeah, but we still have an overbet. I mean,
Yeah.
I might not do a overbet here for that reason. So what is his range? He has some Queen X, 9X, 10X. He's got flush draws, pair with straight draws. It's just gonna be hard to push him off of any pair push straight draw. So let's go smaller here actually. Let's go to like 7 big blinds so that when he calls, and then we can go bluff small on the river.
Okay,
We
Larry,
don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's your overbet.
well played, sir.
Somebody found it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I
like
like it over here. Now he's very filtered.
yeah, I like smaller here then, because we don't have to always do 2x because we can just target, but we beat off his missed flush draws. It's gonna be hard. What do we know? That's so weird. All right, that's what we
Did it
did.
go? Did it go check on the flop? I missed it.
No,
No,
no.
we
No,
bet
it
the
was a
flop.
C
He
bet.
called. All right, who's he
Yeah,
doing on the river?
I don't. Okay, sure.
What is the range here? Okay, he just called an overbet. What does he do?
He does that.
Fold.
Oh, he makes the river easy. But I know
Yeah.
if he checked here, I was jamming almost every river except maybe a spade.
I don't.
But I also have the ace of spades, so I'm kind of like I was pretty torn.
It's tough because I mean, obviously you have brick walls. I mean, I like what, assuming he didn't do what he just did. Um, that's why I like the smaller bet on the turn, because then we can target his pairs for rivers. and try and get them to fold. But it's just hard when he has such a short stack because it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
what the hell is he folding? He's not folding a queen even when the flush comes in, I don't think.
I remember I miscalculated. I wanted this overbet to be to leave a little bit more. I remember seeing that I had less than pot when I did
If I
this.
was, yeah, if I was gonna overbet here, I was like around 12 or 13, what I was thinking.
About check,
Oh,
about
oh,
checking the turn.
oh.
You like checking the turn?
Yeah, because when he calls you, there it's either a queen, queen jack, king queen, queen jack, king queen, ace jack, jack nine, or he has a flush draw. Unlikely, we has the ace of spade.
He did not seem like the kind of guy to play that hand the way he played it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see a bet on the turn that'll get anything to fold. Because if you bet big and he calls you, river comes a break, he's just not gonna fold a queen on the river, even if you jam. Because you're jamming like 37 into 45.
He has more than queen X that gets to the turn. Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
more.
I know he has more than queen X. I'm just saying, like, he's just not gonna fold a queen.
Yeah, but I don't want to
He
bet big
might,
on the turn. I want to go
yeah,
smaller on
he
the
might
turn
have
and
a, yeah,
then
he
be
might
able to
have,
fold out those hands.
yeah, he might have a jack or jack nine or jack 10. So once you check the turn, he's gonna let you know on the river what he has. If he has a 9 or a 10, he's gonna check. If he has a queen, river breaks, he's probably just gonna come out and bet. Um,
Well, I was wrong. I didn't think we had showdown. I mean, I didn't think we had showdown a ton here.
yeah,
As I would go with ace king. Maybe I would just check the turn and then call the river to a small bet and bluff catch with ace king.
I don't think calling a river it's a good like. What is
It
he
depends what he
bluffing?
does.
If we had like the ace of spade, what is he bluffing with? I just don't get it.
I mean,
Um,
it's a recreational player. That's like the most overbluff spot is you see bet the flop at the
yeah,
turn and then he bluffs the river.
I
So
guess.
if he goes small, I mean, then I can decide. I mean, I feel like you can even bluff raise the river. Then he might be bluffing, but you can also push out a lot of does bet there.
Yeah,
So you can just bluff jam the river sometimes when he bets small, which isn't
yeah.
terrible. Or you can, I mean, I don't know. I guess that I actually like that play. At the
Given the
turn,
hand,
he bets small. You jam the river when he goes small.
yeah. Like given the hand that we have, I just like checking turn, and then if he does check the river, we just try to get him off a 9 or a 10. Uh, if he does check the river, it means he doesn't have a queen.
Let's
So I
say we
think
check here and he bets like 4 big blinds on the river. Would you consider coming over the top?
uh
Let's, yeah.
not really, because no, not really, because then we're just likely gonna get called, like very likely.
Well, I wouldn't go massive. I would say that we can fold out his 10x by going. So if he goes like 4 big blinds on the river into 11 and we raise to 25, I think we can fold a lot of
Yeah,
like
maybe
9x.
yeah, maybe if you choose the right sizing. But
Not go all in because then you run into the brick walls, obviously. But
because then when he does bet, he just has a lot of queen. Like when the him betting versus him checking on the brick river, the range is different. So I would rather ship all in against his checking range than try to bluff him when he bet like 4 into 11.
Now,
I think that his range when he bets small on the river is 10x, queen X, and air balls.
Yeah, I would
I'm
rather.
okay with going with a small bluff raise to fold out 10,
Yeah,
and his obviously his air is going to fold either way, but we fold out his 10 and get to steal that one.
so
And
Mike,
then
yeah.
his queen's call, which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm okay with because we get through. I think he's through a decent bit.
on this river, if he hadn't jammed it, would you bluff the 3 of spades given you have the ace of spades? Or what
Yeah,
did you?
that's where I was wondering if I would followed through on the three of spades. Like any other spade, absolutely, but maybe not the three, maybe not the board pairing three.
Do you think
Mm.
he's going to get sticky with a lot of his hands?
Yeah, I don't know if the fold equity is quite as high.
What does he get sticky with there with the three of spades? Because he doesn't have it's hard for him to have a three here. As
No, I
I'm not
know.
talking about
Not that he
three. He's
has a
talking about like
three, but
his two pair hands.
oh, so you're thinking that he gets stickier with a 10 and a 9 because they are now, quote, two pair hands, even though
yeah, yeah, I don't know. It just
Kind of a
seems,
toss up because the flush.
yeah, and he called a huge bet on the turn that maybe a spade isn't the best one to jam on
okay.
because I think he has flush
Because
draws
because
That's
when
what
he
we're
calls the
targeting to
overbet.
call. Yeah, that's what we're targeting to call if we do an overbet.
okay, sounds good. Next hand, we're going to jump out of whatever your order is and go to PP for life because I've been skipping PP for life because I thought PP for life and Robert were the same people, or I've been doing PP and I've been skipping Robert, but one of those two people has been skipped. Right? No, you don't need a hand. You're just gonna unmute PP and you're just gonna play this hand the way you would play it, the way with the
And
rest of
by
the
the way,
hands.
here's a quick data point. After that hand, he showed his bluff. So he showed his cards.
Good to know. All right.
He's under bluffing.
Right. So PP, you can unmute, or if you don't want to unmute, you can type you can type the chat. Okay, you can get skipped, absolutely. But if you change your mind and you want to get included, just type in the chat or turn on your mic at any time and you'll get included. Otherwise, we'll continue to skip you by accident because that's why I skipped you before. It was an accident. All right.
Group PP, by the way.
Welcome. All right. Here we go.
Scotty,
Who's up, Mike?
It would be on my list. It would be Larry.
Larry's up.
Sure, let's play threes.
Oh, come on. Let's misplay three.
Could you see what happened?
Did not. So we open, we get a flat. Oh, we get a squeeze. Threes are a fold here. You start at like sevens or something. 6 or 7s.
He's calling with 5-7 off. The man is newly empowered after getting that bluff through.
Okay. Larry, you want to take the next one since it was no flop?
Sure. So this is our crazy villain still.
No,
And
this is a
in
different
the big
villain.
blind, I mean.
In the big blind, correct.
We can set mine here. I mean, you're not supposed to technically. Squeezing is also good. I would tend to set mine here. Play this more passively. It's 2 ranges. I think you generally fold this in theory. Yeah, let's do it. Let's squeeze. So we get the call from the capped range.
Double flatter.
And now we are going to continue quite often on this texture. Our SPR is pretty low here. I mean, I think, do we ever play a 2 straight gamer and bet small, then shove a turn? We have marginal showdown. This is a very tough place. Tough spot to be in. I would see bet here. I would see bet around 10 big blinds.
Yeah.
Get called. It's very hard for us to improve. We do not. I think it's put up or shut up here. Either we shove or we check and try to realize. I would probably, I don't usually play 8s as a squeeze. But if I'm going to play 8s as a squeeze, I probably want to shove here.
You need
All
to
right,
shove.
we're going to realize equity. And then I think when we choose to realize equity, we're going to check.
Queens.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very passive way to play queen, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. Check out his stats.
Or
It tracks.
Yeah.
VP, was it a 4? He's got a VPIP of 4?
So far. Yep. 25
Whoa.
hands.
Yeah, I mean, 8. I mean, I would find these middling pairs to play very hard as a squeeze. I mean, these are some of the, I think, the toughest hands to play post flop out of position and 3-bet pot.
I have Robert is on my list.
Hey, look, Robert, you get an actual hand, not a big blind, nothing.
Oh, good. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Ace King's a drawing hand.
Thank you, dog. Okay. I'm good. Didn't break. All right. Ace King. I'm going to 3-bet to 6. I'm a jam.
There it is.
Yay.
Oh, for that.
Ooh.
Spicy. Ooh, 5-bet.
What does his stats look like? 33, 19.
How often? Well, has he 3-bet even once yet? What's his 3-bet? One time out of 11. One time out of 11 chances.
We only have 11 hands on him.
21. 21 total hands, and of his opportunities to 3-bet, he's done it 1 out of 11.
Yeah, he's an unknown. I'm just gonna call.
And here's something that we can maybe start to take into consideration. The time I've been at this table, these are my stats.
Right.
He's 640.
That
You are-
fish on the button.
Aggressive as hell.
Yeah.
I wish I was you.
Completely disrespectful.
Oh,
5-bet 10s. Wow.
Wow.
Get there twice.
That
Good
is
call.
awesome.
Hey, I got a quick question, guys. Does this group meet Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 9:15 a.m. Pacific time?
Monday, Tuesday, Friday, 9:15 Pacific.
Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Okay, great. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
I have my list is bouncing around. I haven't seen a Sind. Sind, if you want to take one.
That's Nick.
That's Nick. Okay. We know Nick is raising. Okay, here's a different I've changed my raise size.
Uh-oh, I don't like that.
Well, I do it for a reason, and what would that reason be?
Villain
That you
9
want
is
them to know
calling
that you have a
everything.
good hand.
No, Villain 9 is calling everything.
Oh, okay.
No, then you want to go bigger.
This villain. So, but we made it 3. And we
And he folds.
get a call to the big blind. First hand of this person's first hand of the table.
I'm just range betting small, like 2.1.
And fold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm checking behind there. But okay.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
theory you can see bet this flop for a big blind call for sure, but
Yeah.
you can also check.
You can see about this flop range. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Nick, you get another one here. I think we have
he gets all the good ones.
we have decided that the 3 was not big enough for good hands, and we went to 4 now.
I don't like this sizing tells.
Yep, it is for sure. And normally I would never do this except when there is a specific reason to do it, and it was this guy right here.
And my question, by
But
the
he
way,
didn't.
are
He
you
didn't call you
changing,
either time that you did it, though.
No,
are you changing to 3 and 4 for all your hands, or are you going to split range against him? Which are you doing here?
I think at the time I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going big with good hands. And
Okay, great. Okay.
now remember, these aren't back-to-back hands. There were hands
Right.
in between that we haven't seen.
Yep. Okay.
I mean,
So-
nothing wrong with that, right? If your opponent is not balancing, then you don't want to balance.
Exactly. You're leaving money on the table against fish.
Yeah.
They don't balance. They don't know what sizing tells are. They just
You just
Except
don't.
both times we were raised large, the player we're targeting is folded, so it's not an effective strategy if you're just getting the player targeting to auto fold.
Yeah, we don't know who's gonna fold. We're
I
obviously.
mean, he could have absolute dog shit though. I mean, when he calls, he's willing to call large sizes a lot of the time.
We don't know.
I mean,
his
it's-
I mean,
large sizes. We just
What's
know
his
that-
VPIP again? Like 70? I mean, so
Damn 70.
the odds are actually against you here that he had nothing both times, because it's 1 or 2 times that he would call if he had perhaps his normal size. But it's, yeah.
And I think you'll see later on too, Nick, that I start to sense that same thing you're sensing, and I go back to 2.5. But here we are with aces, and we get 3-bet.
I'm just jamming. I guess check if you make it here. What is happening?
So here's what happened. I went 4-bet.
Oh, you've min clicked.
Yeah, min clicked.
Oh.
Min clicked with the short stack. And I didn't check, which I just kind of min bet 10%.
Nice.
He raised and then jammed.
Okay. So he leaves the pocket flat.
Nice.
No, is it nice? I don't know. Or maybe that's not, maybe it's not good.
Why wouldn't it be good?
I mean,
don't
what are
think
you
you're gonna
not
have
going to get
this.
it in?
I love
I don't
it
think you
without
have
the
this.
ace of without the ace of spades. I love it. With the ace of spades, I still think it's fine.
I'm probably calling versus the raise and letting him blast.
I
The
think
flop?
the board is too wet for that.
Is that Adrian I hear in the background?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're really, really soft, Adrian. It's really hard to hear.
Yeah, the board is too wet for you to just call the
Well,
raise.
I was going to say, when he does this with a flush draw and then we lose and he doesn't call off more, we might as well just
Just
take
put
the
it
money
in.
now.
Flush draw.
Yeah.
For folding with that much behind ever.
He's not
Yeah.
folding.
He's not.
If by some chance he gives up on the turn and then bricks out on the river, we get no more of his money now.
Okay. I have Andy on the list.
Ooh, it's on me. 3-bet to I probably go 7.5 here. Maybe yeah, like 7.5.
I think I would go to, 7.5 to 8 if I did, but I think I remember this hand and I decided to flat here.
I mean, flatting's not awful on the button, but I don't love it.
Yeah, default is to 3-bet for sure this hand. And pretty sure I'm flatting to just bring in more of this over here.
Yeah.
Unless we got a
3-betting
back raise Betty under the gun.
short stack, a 3-betting this short stack or the limper, kind of a fuck it Freddy stack.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than fuck it Freddy, but he's definitely in back raise Betty territory.
So one of the good things about coming, so when you flat the queen jack, you turn this into a hand that has to hit, which is fine because it's a hand that can hit, but you bring in a 7-5 offsuit, and that's nice. You bring in, 1.5 big blinds from a 7-5 offsuit.
Now we're done with the hand.
No, it's going to get checked all around. Now we're done with the hand. Yeah, you brought in a deuce 8.
And 8-6. And I'm guessing ace 7 of hearts is calling.
And getting there. Both.
Oh, and then you hate that third heart.
There you go. Brian.
Gamer.
I heard you. Yep.
Open it up.
Open it up.
Very
Yep. This is where, to Nick's point, this is where I kind of went back. I just went back to 2.5 instead of 3 or 4 because we weren't getting the calls. We did it on the aces hand. We got a couple calls but the wrong players or different players.
That's why it's okay because they're making mistakes by calling. They should be three betting and folding. So when
Yeah.
you're opening bigger and they're still just calling, and that's perfect, even if it's not this. Target. We can here sometimes. It'll be opposite. All right. He's got a VPIP of 18. I don't know what any stats. Let me three bet 13. Is that high?
It's only 11 hands, so can't really read too much into it, but he's been, he hasn't been terrible. He hasn't been
I like the four bet just
nothing,
because
nothing to
I mean
really
you
read
can
into it.
call here, but I want to four bet because I don't want to play out positions. I'm okay with it getting taken down and I have a strong hand that is I'm okay with getting it in with. So we're gonna four bet.
What size?
I'm gonna go to 30.
Okay. Would you ever jam? Anybody else have any preference to four bet or four bet sizing?
I think I
jammed.
would four bet with the suited combo and jam more frequently with the offsuit.
And I think I'm probably just gonna do a four bet here, and then jam a lot of ace king.
Okay.
Ace queen and dominated.
Oh, the double
Makes a
dom.
good fold.
Yeah.
Flop comes queen, ace. Okay. Do I get to go again?
Let's see, Brian, it would be PP for life if he's in it. Nick gets kings again if he's up.
This is your chance to play kings, PP. Just letting you know. Nope, he's not in it. All right. Nick. Nick gets kings again. Nick's so lucky.
Three bet. I mean, 9.
Come on, ace on the flop.
He jammed. He jams.
Is this the same
I mean-
player that just cold called you three bet?
Which one? This one
Okay.
here?
That's our
Yeah,
friend.
this is the same table. This is the same table, all hands. So this is an easy one. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
And
you play so bad,
I
Nick.
remember something. Oh, I remember something about this hand. So we had the fish in the cutoff here who cold calls.
Mhm.
And then so this guy jams, right? I didn't insta call. I let my time bank run down to almost nothing before calling, only to maybe somehow influence this guy. Do I want to call from his range?
Yes.
Yeah, right. We do.
Yes.
So I don't know if it didn't make any
Well,
difference.
yeah, because you likely his range you should have tons of equity against. It should be mostly pocket pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You call it ace queen.
Okay.
And I'm shocked that he figured it out.
Nick, take this one. So that was pretty easy pre-flop. We raise. You okay with raising ace four off here?
Yeah.
Who did?
I mean, ace 4 suited.
Yep. I'm sorry, ace four suited. And we see the flop.
Check fold.
Yep. Okay. See what the other guy had, what he was cold calling with. 8-4. Of course, we don't see that one. We didn't see that one. Andy.
Yeah. Ooh, on me. This is a fold.
It is. It is a fold on
I'm
the chart.
guessing you do not do that.
I don't think I do because I V-pipped. So this one I'm V-pipping. I'm definitely expanding.
I disagree with this expansion. Based on you're exploiting this player in the small blind, and I think this is the wrong hand to exploit him. Let's go.
Yeah, it could be. It
Just
could be
want to
right.
Wanted to register my objection now before the hand.
Like just off the bottom of the chart. It's not egregious, but
I don't disagree, Scotty.
what are their three bets? I mean, big blind's kind of got how many hands? Oh, I guess not that much.
That's not my point. My point is that the mistake that villain 9 makes is to call too wide. And your hand does not benefit from playing against people who call too wide, is my opinion. But
Agreed.
there's another point. He's a fish, and you can open any 2 cards on the button against fish and
So
outplay them.
agreed.
Look, that's also true. But there you go.
So
outplay him.
we're off the reservation a little bit. Andy, you had to jump in after I left my seat. I said, Andy, take care of this.
And there you
Okay.
go.
And I'm looking, we get here, he checks his continue his again, small sample. I like a B66 here. And then if he calls and I miss, I'm probably done. Ooh, maybe not.
Oh, no.
Damn it, Brian, it's not a perfect Andy hand. Um, fuck. I like a small bet here just to see or actually I like a check here. Check, see what he does on the river.
I know I don't do that. I know I don't check. I don't know what size I pick. I assume I go relatively large.
What is his range?
And he got the fold, so it worked.
Same result if we go small.
Small, he might continue floating. Maybe not. I don't. I think I mean I originally started as bet big and then thought so I think it was either for me it's either a check or bet big. If I check, I'm looking to see what he does on the river. But I don't hate a big bet here.
You would definitely have to be raising a lot on the river if you check here, and he's going to bluff a good percentage of whatever he has here.
So I want to run this hand once. I want with advice from people who know the horse. I'm going to attempt to be the horse here. So I raise pre-flop because there are recreational players, and I believe that any 2 cards are profitable on the button. So I raise. I raise to 4 instead of 2.5 because that's my standard size. He calls me with his ace 9. Okay, the pot is 8.5 right now, and they take out. In my game, they take out a 1 big blind from that 1 plus, so it's going to be pot's going to be about 7 now. So pot is, let's call it 7.5 on the flop. He
Okay.
checks. I bet about half pot, so I bet about 4. He calls. All right. On the turn is good for me because it's a nut changing turn, and I want the nuts to change because I want to make his jack as uncomfortable as possible. He doesn't have he has check raised away his good jacks. So he now has bad jacks. He has ace 3, ace 5, 3, 5 kinds of hands. And he has a little bit of queen 10, king queen, ace queen kind of hands. There's a little bit of that.
And you missed 3s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s.
Yes, 9,
Yeah,
4s, 2s.
he's got all the pairs, and he's got all the pairs there. I think that 10s probably do a lot of raising, but not all of it. But 9s certainly. He's got all that. So I'm going to bet again here, and I need to because I'm going to go for it on the river with my 6 high, and my size here should not be an overbet because I don't want a king to just call. I want to be raised by a king when he has his king queen hand that got here. So I want to bet here again in the
Perfect. You can go
Amen.
small and get his king to raise, and then you can go
Right.
small and get his jack to call and
Right.
four
That's what I
call and
want to bet.
nines to
So I want to
call,
bet.
and then
I
make
want to
those
bet.
fold.
So here I want to bet about just over half pot, like 60% pot to get those
About
raised.
like
And he folds. And when he calls here, and the river comes a blank, we're going to call a 7 a blank. Comes a 7. I now need to get a jack to fold. I'm not going to get a king to fold, and I'm not going to try to get a king to fold. I want to get pocket nines that hung around to my smaller bet to fold, and I need to
30
get
bigs
ace
in the middle.
queen, and I need to get ace queen and ace 10 and queen 10 to fold because I need those to fold. So I can't check it behind. So I got to bet less than pot. So 70% pot on the river.
There's like 30. What we bet? Like $8, 8 bigs on the turn, 16 plus 14. So we got 30 in the middle,
Yeah,
which does. Trying to get a jack to call, I would bet
15.
13 big blinds. So I would go with T6, make him fold.
How much? What size?
26 big blinds.
26. Okay. Right. So I said 20. So like 26, 25, 26. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll
Good.
try that next week. What
Brian.
goes.
What the fuck? All right, we're cold 4. Let's go to 24.
You go
Yeah,
24?
maybe I go big. I could probably go bigger. Yeah, no, I don't mind 24. Is what we go 18 plus 4, 22 plus another 2.5, so 25. Yeah.
25.
Oh,
Yay.
It's through.
How was
good.
what was his 3-bet? Oh,
Ace 3, ace deuce, queen 10.
both solver special.
Take the next one, Brian.
Hey. All right, in position. I am absolutely going to 3-bet this. I'm going to go to.
You said
I'm
three
gonna
bet. You said
Yeah,
three
I'm going
bet.
to 3-bet the 10.
Yep. I don't know if I three bet this on this table or not.
I would bet that this
Certainly
has
do with some frequency.
draws.
I don't know if I do it here or not.
What kind of player is he? Is he? You know the stats. Is this guy
Normal.
fishy, reg?
No, he's 24/7. It's kind of a tight reggy type.
Okay, so now that's an adjustment. We're just going to call.
I think I did. Yep. So I just called.
Yeah.
And we got the fish to come in with us.
That's good. Because he has deuce 8. So that's nice.
X through. I'm going to check behind. Picked up a draw.
Check,
Okay.
check.
What are their ranges? I don't think either of them is checking an ace twice. So they have Jack X. They have, straight draws, pairs. Yeah, we're gonna bet here, and we can get a Jack to fold. So we're gonna go. How much would Jack call?
Kind of cutting out. But are you wanting the jack to fold now or later?
No, later. Later. I'm gonna go 7 because I think a Jack will call 7 now, but I can make it fold on the river.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on what we should do here? Sizing or check behind again?
I think that in the implementable poker coaching theory version of this, that this is a check behind. It's a pair and a draw. And so its marginal made nature takes it over. So in poker coaching world, I think this is a check. In the getting a jack to fold world, I agree. I wouldn't have gone. I would think 7 might fold a jack, so I would go more like 4 or 5 if I wanted a jack to call. Don't know if I'm right, but that's what I would do with that logic. And if you go 4 or 5, you get the additional wonderful thing that hands like well, eight, nine might
Oh, yeah.
fold immediately, but weird hands but king 10 and hands like that, um, the random overcards that are there, or even villain nines, bizarre queen 5 is folding out some equity, and that's nice too. So with those two things in mind, I bet 4.5 here,
Okay, good. Yep.
and the check behind is perfectly fine.
If we,
Oh, this is terrible.
Brian,
during raising,
you're raising?
no, not
Oh.
yet. I haven't decided yet. I mean, right now we don't have.
Not against this guy, against Mr. Ace Jack on the River Jam. We don't have showdown.
Oh, this is him.
This is him.
Okay. Stupid is he? Yeah, I guess we can just call here. It's okay. I don't love it though.
I doubt that I do, but
I don't love it. I would consider raising here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yes.
call. I think he has enough like Queen X that picks a pair, Jack the. We can just make them all fold.
so you would raise instead of bluff catching?
I mean, it's kind of. I think that he has bluffs and he has showdown that's gonna finally bet now. And his bluffs all fold and we can make all his showdown fold. So let's just because he doesn't have any aces, he's probably not calling a lot of Queen X or Jack X if you raise to like 35 here. And we can just make it all fold.
Good
What I
take.
think. I don't know. Does that seem insane? I feel like
No.
it's not. I feel like it's
No,
not because if we
I think that's
trust
good.
it,
Here's the one thing that's insane about it, which is your hand absolutely does not look like you didn't play like an ace either. So you said he doesn't have any aces here because of this. Another player, maybe not this guy, can look at your hand and go, you don't have any aces either. But the hand you do have here that does make sense, you can have king 10.
that's true. I mean, I also
But that's all you're credibly repping. You are not credibly repping an ace here.
no.
I
No,
know.
I just
you're
drilled.
credible.
I just drilled a set of queens. I
Yeah,
called my queens.
yeah. You could have flatted
Queen Jack. I have Queen Jack. I have
You could have Queen
Queen
Jack.
8 suited. Queen Jack suited. I have.
You could have Queen Jack suited here all the time. That's true.
There's
Okay.
enough hands that I can rep here.
All right, great.
Yep.
It would have worked.
Scotty.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the last hand.
All right. Do I have a hand? Okay, great.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have any hands prepped? Okay. In that case, I'll put up a couple hands, and then Mike, grab a few hands from before this, just so you guys can go over, because I'm going to leave in about 5 to 10 minutes. But I'll take that.
And I have to leave at 3 for a call.
Okay, then we'll probably end up a little earlier today. That's fine. All right, here we go. I will do this till the time comes, and share the screen. Go to Poker Tracker. Grab hands you guys haven't seen. You guys haven't seen any of these. I have. I've seen these hands. All right. And let me bring up the participants screen here so I get an order of you guys. All right, let's do this. Wrong button. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Close that. Here we go. Do this to me. I have to hit one more button. Show grid. There we go. All right. All right. On my list, the first person is Andy. Andy, you have Jack 10 offsuit.
Okay. I think Jack 10 off is a open.
Damn right. There we go. Called in the wrong place.
Yeah. I think it's a good board to see bet. Like a little B33.
Okay.
See what time it is. See where we're at.
That works. I'm going to check, I'm sure, because I'm going to say that I'm out of position with a marginally made hand and a backdoor flush, backdoor straight. So all those lead to a check and a check call if I need to. That's what I'm going to do. Check. He goes check, check. Great. On the check, check line.
Once he checks it back, and most of these villains are not protecting their checking range, he has just nothing. I'm going to go like a B66 or B75. I don't think I
I
need to
like
go too big. Plus, I picked up this flush draw
Just in case.
just in case.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like that bet there. I think that's a better bet. I guess if I'm going to go with my view of an implementable GTO strategy, this 10 is still marginally made, so we can still do this because I can easily call a bet, especially with my draw. So I do this, and he takes the bet. Now it's easy. Well, my play is easy here for me. What do you want to do?
Easy call.
Yeah, easy call. Right.
Easy call.
Yeah. And then we get there in a different there.
Yeah. Until we run into King Queen. But
Queen.
since we've been in the passive line, let's just stay in the passive line.
Right. Stay in the passive line.
Small bet. I like a little check raise here. Nothing crazy.
Right.
And if he three bets, we fold. But I
Right.
like going to like maybe 18.
18. Let's see. If I go, I think I'm going to go 15. Let's see if I do it. No, don't do it. Yeah, just get that. Would it have worked? A little raisy? Maybe. He might call. He might have called. It's pretty thin call. So yeah, I might have left a little money on the table there on the river. Okay. Up next is me, but I played this hand already. So Brian.
Well, let's see. Well, how long ago did you play it? Maybe we have you go and see if you play it any different.
All right, I'll go. Let's open to 2.5. We get called. He checks. King high board. I can bet range on a king high board. I'm going to bet range. Ace 5 is in my range. Let's bet small too. 1.7, something like that. 1.7. He calls. All right. I pick up nothing. I'm going to go check, 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 check. Oh, okay. I'm playing it different now. Where that came from.
Small, yeah, that's small.
Bet small there and see how he responds. If he doesn't raise me on the river, I'm going to try to get him to fold some things. He calls. All right. As played, I got to bet this river. And what size do I need to bet? I need to not try to get a king to fold. I do need to get the ace of hearts to fold because the ace of hearts beats me. Because it's got a better kicker than me. So I need to bet half pot here. And half pot, let's push it up from 8, let's push it up to 10 to not induce a check raise and to get a bizarre and to make sure we get an 8 to fold if that's really what's stuck around. 35. All right, I guess I do play it differently. I don't even want to.
I was about to say you can make a king fold here, even if he has one.
Because he doesn't have a flush.
There's a straight out there.
All right.
That 9 brings the straight. The 3 brought the flush.
Well,
I don't try to make people fold top pair tons, but this is a great board to do it. Straights, flushes, and everything.
There we go.
Guess you got it.
And what did he fold?
Queen 7, so jack shit.
Jack shit. So this would have.
What the hell did he call you with?
So that turn call, everything about his play is good. My play may be bad, but his play is.
Well, now I wouldn't try to make this guy fold a king.
Yeah, right.
If he's going down with Queen 7 offsuit.
If I check it back, I actually did have showdown value, shockingly. All right, there we go. That was my play. Up next is Brian.
Open.
All right. Ooh.
Okay, how much does he have behind?
97.
A call here.
Yep.
In position, and hopefully we can bring along 38. Yep. Mind it.
And he 3-bet twice out of 36 chances. So fine. Yeah. We call. This guy has a little bit of a jammable stack here, which is unfortunate, but I'm not worried about it. He just folds. All right.
Folds.
Oh,
Okay, it's not a bad flop.
not a bad flop. He has to
You
go.
do.
He bets 7.
Call.
Ace.
Like a card. Um, what is his range and size? Huge. Okay. You say he's 3-bet twice out of what?
Twice out of 36 hands.
That's not like crazy high, low.
No.
36 hands, so. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna check something out.
Hmm.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah,
let's
there's
see.
some interesting spots here, or interesting nodes I think you could take here.
oh, because I can call and I can push him off of hands here.
Number one,
Because-
what about raising the flop? Number one. I was thinking about raising the flop. Number two, raising the turn as we played.
How do you want to raise the turn? Because when he checks the river, we're good, like every time. And when he bets the river small, we blast him off of like queens. Or possibly maybe an ace.
Can we confidently say, by the way, Jack 6 suited and Queen 6 suited? What the? Can we confidently say that when he bets 7 here and then only 10 here, that he doesn't have a jack?
Not strong. He doesn't have a jack. He can have ace X, and I think even ace X would go bigger here. I don't think he has a ton of that. I think we still have showdown. This is the exact hand I was sitting here thinking of. Was like King Jack, King 10, Queen 10. I mean, if he is playing, which it seems like he has some sort of understanding, he's supposed to 3-bet those types of hands.
Yeah,
So
you're really blocking like 10 jack. Like
that's true. Yeah. So I mean, you're.
I was just,
I'm okay with call.
I
I
don't
just
know
didn't
if
think
I
I
would
needed
have
to
done
turn
it
it
in
into a
game,
bluff
but I
yet.
was just thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, raising the
When you
flop,
raise here,
B, raising the turn.
you're raising. You're
On the
raising as a
flop, it's
bluff, right?
no, on the flop, it's more kind of like protection, so to speak, range and protection. Equity denial, I guess. And
It's
because I don't know, I guess we could have more Jack X. Yeah, I don't know
a
if
lot of
it's right.
information on the
I'm kind
turn.
of spitballing, and I don't know if it's bad or what.
When you check raise here, you fold out all of his bluffs. And I honestly just think that he is not super strong here in this spot, and I can evaluate the river. So, like, let's say because
Do you
they
say
under
strong here, or is it
huh,
the is it here, or isn't it? Is until the ace comes and he's still
it's there, it's there.
That
Yeah,
size.
he
Okay.
becomes weak, and he
Yes.
goes to barely bigger.
Yeah.
That's weakness. He's not very strong.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have to raising. I mean, the only like when I get to here and it goes check check on the river, sometimes I lose to like pocket queens, which sucks,
Yeah.
or pocket kings. But I also think it goes check check on the river when he gives up a ton, and then also I get like a lot of information from his sizing that he takes on the river. Like if he goes super small again, I would be thinking about a lot about. I mean, I think his kings just take showdown, his queens just take showdown. I think all those things. So what does he bet on the river? I think like when he does have ace X here, which he doesn't, but he just doesn't have ace X. So there's
He doesn't with this size, meaning this
yeah,
would,
he just doesn't have ace X. He
even
doesn't
though I
bet the
even though
flop.
I can have a jack in this range in this line, he bets
I
bigger
know.
than an ace. He just bets
Yeah,
bigger.
he has it. Yeah, he's not gonna.
Okay.
So
Bets bigger and he
I
bets
think we
bigger
just
to raise him and to see that he has a jack. Okay.
yeah
Go
we
ahead.
just call. I think we can just call. I don't see like the value in raising a ton.
Okay.
Like what do we want to do when we raise here? I mean, we can raise here to try and give ourselves the chance to blast an ace off, but he just doesn't have an ace, so it's not really necessary. I mean, he can have aces, but it's unlikely. He doesn't have a lot of aces. Maybe like a weak ace 6 this side, an ace 5.
Yeah.
At
And
3 bet is a bluff.
yeah. And here's what I think my thought process in game was that is not great. Got a call with tens here. Okay. Tiny bet, can't fold a tiny bet. Sometimes I have the best hand here because sometimes he did this with ace, king, ace, queen. Sometimes with ace, jack. That's terrible. But like the tiny
Queen, king.
turn comes. Well, that was the hand. He bets. That was the hand that
That was a lot of the hands that you were beating, and now you're not.
Now I'm not. And I went, okay, that's what it was. And I didn't say, but it's only 10. I just said those were the other hands. And I didn't
Like, what if
further.
population is probably going like at least 20 here with an ace?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if he goes 20 now, I'm gonna start. I'm probably gonna fold. When he goes 7, then goes 10, it's just doesn't have anything really.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. Okay. Cool. All right. Up next is Mike.
Bring it.
Bring it.
I actually will 3-bet this to almost pure
Like that.
like that,
Okay. Good.
and we get called. Oh, that's a shitty flop
This hand.
for
I
our
know this hand.
range,
I know this hand.
and I'm okay with it with our hand.
Right.
What does he do? Assume he
He checks.
checks. I think we could go either way. We could either check or bet. If I bet, it's going to be probably half pot. I'm not going like 30 B33. I'm going half pot or maybe even more. You go the B33 route.
33 route. Get called.
Called. Okay. What does he do? He checks, I assume. This is not a good card for your range. I think I'm going to check behind right now.
Oh, you're drawing to the nut flush.
Wait for it. Yeah, check behind. There are hands I still beat.
Pink.
Okay. What does he do?
He checks.
Ooh, boy. Well, should we value bet our 3 high?
One of the few times that I think you should value.
We would be bluffing here. And would he bluff catch with stuff like pocket 9s or pocket 6? Well, 6 is without a diamond. He's going to call any diamond. So, oh, man, I think I just check behind.
All right. Brian, you were going to bet. Who here is betting on this? Who's betting on this river?
I'm not going to bet because this is what are you getting called by?
Right. Okay. So no one is betting this river, right? It would
You
be
can bet like you can open yourself up to get owned. Like if you bet into me, the only size I would bet is like 4. And if you bet into me with that size, I'm blasting you off here.
Oh, yeah. If I bet, it
There.
would be at least 50%. It would at least be 50, if not like a B60-ish.
all right. All right. So that's the equivalent of B50.
Yeah.
My gosh, he did
Oh,
call you
wow.
in
He did
worse.
bluff catch you with some stupid hand.
Precision bet. I was so proud of this moment. I was so happy. Yep. I was not bluffing. I was not trying to get a bigger diamond to fold.
It's 3. I got to go. Thanks, Scotty.
All
Thanks
right.
for hosting again.
Great
You're welcome.
day,
Hey guys. Thank you. See you guys.
All right. That was Mike. All right. After Mike
You
is
too.
PP.
Have a good day.
All right. You're going to go? Bye, Andy. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. After PP is Nick. Nope. We're going. Okay. Everybody's going. Bye, everybody. I will open the room on Friday for you guys. I will miss Friday and I will probably be missing all of next week, but this is still happening. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Talk to you on Friday, man. I'll call you if I don't see you.
Thank you, Larry.